And we're live. The Night Before New Year's by Natasha Wing. Twas the last day of December, what we call New Year's Eve. A whole year had flown by. It was hard to believe. We were pretty excited. Our puppy was too. We cheered out with the old and in with the new. Oh, please, I begged, can we stay up till midnight for this one special evening? My parents told us, all right. So we drove to the store to buy some party supplies, hats, horns, and poppers, and sparkly bow ties. Happy New Year! At home we put up all the streamers and balloons, silver glitter and gold stars to twinkle up our rooms. A banner was hung by the ceiling with care in hopes that baby New Year soon would be there. We gathered for dinner, a grand late-night feast, all our family favorites. I ate 3 cupcakes at least. With a clink of our glasses, we all gave a toast. Making New Year's resolutions, my dad had the most. But I couldn't come up with one single vow. That's okay, said Mom. You don't have to right now. After dinner was done, we played checkers and charades, then broke out the cards for a long game of spades. We shared fond memories. Oh, there were dozens. Holidays, camping trips, and new baby cousins. Our eyelids were droopy, so we ducked out for fresh air. Then came in to watch the crowd lining Times Square. One more hour, said Dad, till the new year is here. Put on your hat, said Mom, let's practice our cheer. Counting down from 10, without a single mistake. We tooted horns and poppers. I was now wide awake. My brother chased our puppy through the house. Then Mom and Dad noticed it was quiet as a mouse. There was no sound of barking, no little toy or little boy chatter, so we sprang from the couch to see what was the matter. When what to our wondering eyes should appear but two party poopers. Make that 3 now, oh dear. While our puppy curled up on my father's lap, my brother and I went upstairs for a 5-minute nap. We both soon were nestled all snug in our beds with visions of fireworks dancing our heads. The next thing I knew, it was sunny and bright. Rats, we missed ringing in the New Year's last night. But that's when I came up with my resolution. I believe I absolutely will stay up for next New Year's Eve. The end. So thank you all for joining us tonight. Let me freeze this music. Yeah, so glad to have everyone. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. It seemed to blow right by us. It went very, very quickly. And we had some storms blow by us last night. I hope everyone's okay. Theresa and Esther are here with me. We're just waiting on Sandy to finish up the folders. But we figured we'd do a little bit of a mix up here while we're waiting for her. So we're gonna talk about our New Year's resolutions. How's that?
Okay. Do you want me to do birthdays or resolutions?
Yeah. Let's do birthdays first, and then resolutions.
Yeah. Let us get birthdays out of the way. And you can hear. Okay.
Theresa, sorry, you're kind of breaking up there, but I do want to add that today is my son's birthday. He's 13 today, so wish him a happy birthday, guys.
Happy birthday, Seth.
Yep, happy birthday, Seth. Love you, buddy.
Yes. Can you hear me? Happy birthday. He's growing up fast.
Yeah, he is. And so, what are the birthdays we have this week?
I'm actually going to do December and January. 2 days ago, December 28th, we had Chris Sinatra. January 1st is Brian Stabley, Dose of Reality, his channel. We have January 4th, Now Abducted.
Who? Who did you say? Man, was it Mandected? Is that what you said? Theresa. All right. Theresa, if you can hear me, can you please send us the list and either me or Esther can read off of it for you, okay? Sorry for the bad connection, you guys. So we hope that this next year turns out a lot better than last year, this past year. And I have one of those funny T-shirts. It says, Marty, whatever you do, don't go to 2020. You know, and I totally get it's a Back to the Future reference. But yeah, and I think we're going to be talking about that tonight, right? There's some changes to Back to the Future, maybe.
Hello?
That we got to talk about. Yeah, Theresa, we missed like half the birthdays that you read.
Okay, I'll do it fast. Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. We have what was the last name you heard? Nellie Mandected, right?
I heard you say something about Mandected. You might as well start from the beginning. Can you please start from the beginning?
Yeah. Chris Sinatra's birthday was December 28th. We have Dose of Reality, which is Brian Stabley, January 1st, this Saturday. Happy New Year's and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Brian Stabley.
Nellie Mandected is January 4th. Stephanie Saved Skaggs is January 6th. Sean Indigo is January 11th. Also sharing the same day is Cynthia Sue Larson. Everybody knows who she is, January 11th.
I love Cynthia Sue Larson. I hope she comes back on our show. Can we get a woot woot? Everybody from the chat, let's get her back in here. Come on, you guys.
We have to turn on my chat.
Let me just to say that is that all the birthdays, Theresa? Is there more? Theresa, is there more? SMH. Okay. So I just want to say we have Tommy Apples out there in the chat. We have Jeff Zanzibar. What's up, Jeff? Hey, you're here every episode. Tommy Apples is here. Dave Summers. All right. Yep. So now we're going to talk about some New Year's resolutions. Esther, do you want me to start or do you want to begin telling your New Year's resolutions?
Well, I didn't really make one. I guess I kind of forget every year to make one. I used to do it all the time when I was a kid, but now that I'm grown, I don't know. Mine isn't really more of a year resolution. Mine is always just kind of, I don't know if you want to call it a day by day resolution. It's just kind of, get up every day, just try to do better than you did the day before. Just trying to learn from your mistakes and do the best you can with every day you got. So.
And I guess you can have multiple resolutions, right? You don't have to just have one, right?
Yeah, I think definitely getting through next year is just being more kind and trying to find, especially for me, like finding work that is easier for me to do that can supply for my needs and my family. So, and just trying to survive 2022 at this point. It's like, because this year was way better than 2020. I will say 2020 was a much harder. 2019, 2020 was, I don't ever want to relive those years. So at least 2021 was a better year. So I'm just hoping that we can get through 2022, and I'm just hoping for see some positivity come out and start seeing some healing of our everything going on. So,
Theresa, we missed half of what you were saying. You said
it's kind of hard to hear. It's okay. Never mind. Just never mind. I'm too busy listening to the video in the background.
Hi, Jeff Zanzibar.
Brian,
saying hi to.
Yeah, can I read to you guys? There's the top 40. I have the top 40. Okay, New Year's resolutions. So the number one was start a journal. You know, a lot of people want to start journaling and keeping track of regular records of your personal thoughts, feelings, and insights. Number two was give more compliments. A little compliment goes a long way. Let's see. So, number three, put your bills on auto pay. There you go. That's another one. Number four is send more cards. Make someone's day heartfelt with a card. You know, it really does make a nice gesture. Number five is make a movie bucket list. So, you know, it's pretty easy these days to get caught up in the madness of all these streaming services. You know, I have so many, I don't know what to watch half the time. I mean, if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to post them in the chat.
All of them, Brian. All of them.
All of them? Can't watch all of them. I think it's impossible to watch every single movie from every single.
It's funny how you'll tend to go, there's too much to choose from. I'll just rewatch the same show I've watched a million times already. I tend to do that. If I'm in a bad mood or something, I'll watch a show I've watched so many times. But something comforting though it's about that, I guess.
Yeah, there is some comforting by it. Number six is to practice saying no. If you consider yourself a people pleaser, you might have it difficult to say no. But learning how to gently set boundaries and can improve your relationships and give you your space, I guess. Number seven is take a social media break. A lot of people are in 2022 are actually taking social media breaks to decrease stress and anxiety. Number eight.
Brian, okay. Number 8.
Oh, what were you going to say, Theresa?
I was going to say Sandy's uploading in Flickr, and do not go in there yet. She'll be here soon.
I saw that. Thanks for the heads up.
You're welcome.
Thanks. So we have number 8. Try a spending freeze. Stop all your non-essential spending. A lot of people are trying to do that. You know, it's hard. I mean, everything's high priced nowadays. Some people are for their resolution are doing number 9 is DIY, something special. You know, tackle that DIY project you've been putting off. That's another resolution. Let's see. So number 10 was
cleaning. Get caught up on cleaning. Yes. That's what I need to do.
Is that your New Year's resolution to be able to clean more?
I actually started some of it today. I did 2 loads of laundry, and tomorrow I'm going to do more, and I'm going to try to do what I can before I have to go back to work next week. So that's my resolution, is to try to be more organized and don't spend as much money as I usually do. I got to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Number 11.
Yeah.
Number 11 is get a full night's sleep. That's actually a pretty good New Year's resolution. 12, join a gym. I actually have that one covered. I started going. I've been going for about 2 weeks now to the gym.
One more, Brian. Take vitamins. I've been taking vitamins every day, and I feel much better. Vitamins.
Yep. That's a good one. Number 13, reduce your single-use plastic consumption. Well, that doesn't sound like a good resolution, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It depends. Like you got to have plastic bags when you're taking groceries in the house. I don't know. But the single-use plastic, they're trying to. Some people, I guess, want to reduce that. 14 is you want to having a savings account. Just in case you have rainy days. Some people want to become an early bird. It could usher a healthier and happier life. That's a pretty good resolution. Read more and scroll less. We're caught in the act of scrolling. The problem
Find
is
more. Find
blue
more.
light.
Uh-huh. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just saying the blue light can inhibit sleep and promote feelings of dread. So yeah, pick up a book every now and again. One person said they wanted to make time. This is number 18. Make time to catch up with friends and family. Sounds like a lot of people are going to be off social media. Not as much. Laundry. Number 19. Keep up with your laundry. That's another resolution.
I know I hate doing laundry, but I did some today.
Another resolution. Now this one's quite achievable. Like if you work in an office building and there's more than one story, choose the stairs. Some person here, number 20, says they would, for their resolution, they want to choose the stairs instead of the elevator.
I like that idea because I'm one of the elevator people. I get lazy, but yeah, I should take the stairs. You're right.
Yep.
I'm fortunate I don't have stairs where I work. Well, except to go up to the restroom or a break room. It's an old building, so there's no option of elevator.
With your job, do you walk around a lot? Do you get a lot of steps in at your job?
I'm typically the one that goes around and picks up all of the baskets. I help people bring their carts back in and stuff like that. So I typically walk as much as I can't stand in one spot for very long. So I like to move around a lot.
That's good. Yeah. Myself, I'm at a sit-down job.
Oh.
So my resolution is I have to get up every hour and walk around a little bit, get some of those steps in.
I've got another resolution.
What's that,
guys?
Theresa?
I want to go through my closet after I get all my laundry done and donate clothes and pants that I'm not wearing no more to charity so someone else can have them.
That's a great resolution.
Donate things that you're not wearing no more so it can go to somebody who's worse off than you are. Because I got so much clothes, I don't even know what the heck I got in there, but I'm sure there's things that I don't wear, I can't wear, that's too tight, and it could go better off to somebody who really needs it. So.
Yeah, Angels Don't Fall said something here about taking regular timeouts from electronic devices, reducing unnecessary frequencies as much as possible. I'm all for that. Drinking more water. Some person, number 21, said that they want to drink more water.
Good idea.
Drinking coffee, soda, and tea. Anything more exciting than plain water, right? However, upping your H2O consumption might be the key to radiant skin, a more balanced diet, and improving the body's ability to come back from a tough workout.
Yeah. Water is really good for you. I noticed when I drink a lot more water, which I've kind of went back, I was drinking more when I was at work, and me being home, I've kind of got it back away from drinking a lot of water. I need to get back into it. My skin looks so good when I drink more. Like, you just feel better. You feel healthier, more glowier.
Yeah.
If I drink any more water, I'd never leave the restroom. I drink so much water every day.
Well, there is a point where you're drinking too much water. My dietitian suggested drinking 5 to 7 glasses of water a day, or 5 to 7 bottles of water. I'm sorry. So that's quite a bit of water. Like if you think about it, that's because they tell you to drink 8 ounce glasses a day for the average person. And I'm a larger than average person. Like I'm 6'2". I weigh like 288 pounds. I hate.
You weigh more than me.
Yeah, I hate to say
When
that
you
over
say
the
drink
air, but
half of
yeah,
your
I'm a
body
big man.
weight.
But I
So
have
whatever you have
abs.
half your body weight, yeah, and water.
Yeah, yeah. Salt and water is like they say women and men tend to retain water. So number 22 is being more mindful of your health. A lot of people said that they don't want to add dieting to their list of resolutions, but instead they're thinking more about what they consume as a way of life. Um,
You're
having,
right, Brian. My cholesterol is too high. So I'm trying to cut back on things with high cholesterol, which could save my life one day.
that's
You know?
true.
You're saying you eat a lot of eggs.
Guys, please tell me if there is something healthy at McDonald's. Like it's very hard to find healthy items these days in fast food places, but they're there. You just have to look. I have committed to not eating any more chips, like potato chips. I'm eating cheese wisps, which they're flat, just like potato chips, but they're actually made of Parmesan cheese.
What are they
Yeah.
called, Brian? What are they called?
They're called cheese wisps.
You'll have to send me a screenshot of that later on.
I wish I liked the Parmesan because that's the best one for you, and I don't like that one.
I love
the one that's
Parmesan.
There's like virtually no sugar in cheese. Like Colby Jack, there's no sugar, so you can eat. Yeah, it's got some other things in it. It's got some other ingredients, but still, I mean, cheese is a much better choice than potato chips.
If you get the Parmesan ones, I've been told that those are pretty good, but they're not that bad. So from the
they have a lot of protein. Like I was looking at the bag that it came in. It's like, wow, like you're telling me there's like 12 grams of protein in one serving. That's incredible. One serving is like 18 chips. It's like 18 little pieces.
What about sodium? I don't remember how much sodium's in those things because there is a little bit more because it is cheese. I can't remember.
Yeah, definitely making it a goal. I'm already, I'm hitting the gym just about every day, trying not to kill myself. You got to, just, take things on a slower scale. I mean, but, you set goals to achieve your resolution. That's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
So, number 23, people committing to a cleaning schedule. Cleaning regularly can also mitigate stress. They say something, it will help you alleviate stress.
Oh my God.
Being home to a clean home has the effect on a person's mind.
It does. Trust me, I know.
Also having a nutritious breakfast. Number 24 is eating. A lot of people want to eat healthy in the morning, getting a nutritious breakfast. I'll tell you what I've been doing. I've been eating a cup of oatmeal, measuring cup of oatmeal. I put a spoonful of chia seeds in the oatmeal, and I use my Keurig to pour the hot water into there, and I mix it up with blueberries and milk. I put milk in it. You can put I think you can put maple syrup in there if you want to add more flavor. But it's
bananas. I've been eating bananas in my oatmeal.
There you go. Bananas are good.
Because my potassium level's low, according to my blood test that I had a while back. Yep, I need potassium.
Yep. Let's see. So we have Dave Summers is in the chat. We have Deidre Washington. Hey, Deidre, welcome. She's from Virginia. We got Virginia here. Jason G, what's up, Jason? Eugene Miller. Eugene, were you asking about the carbs on the cheese wisps? Is that what you were asking about? Let me go get the bag. I'll say just
I believe they're keto friendly, if I remember correctly, because when I did my modified keto, I ate those, or I tried to. And at the time, that was fine. I didn't really look at the sodium because you need to get a lot of sodium in your diet when you do keto, modified keto, or any type of keto, because you don't get a lot of salt, which is bad to not get enough salt. Obviously, it's bad to get too much.
I'm back.
Okay, you see this? This is I picked this up at Sam's Club, but I think you can find it anywhere. It's called Wisps Cheese Crisps, Parmesan.
Yeah, another Mandela effect. Parmesan.
Yeah, used to be Parmesan. Yeah. But it's got 1 carb, 13 grams of protein per serving. I was wrong. It's 0.
Those look good.
Look at that, 0 sugar.
Oh, I want to try those, Brian. Take one out of the bag and eat one.
Yeah, the sodium is 350 milligrams of sodium, so that's 15% of your daily value. So
take one out. Take one out.
Okay.
Yum 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 yum.
Wait, let me find a whole one. They get sort of broken up when they get to the bottom.
Yeah, show one in the camera before you eat it. Ooh, those look good. I would eat those.
There you go.
How's it taste? Say yummy.
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 Other ones, I can't remember. There's one that I like, but that one was like not as good for you. I had a little bit more ingredients and stuff in there.
Oh,
they were still good.
Let me tell you something. What really pushed me into like diet and exercise was my doctor. I went to the Theresa went to the dentist not too long ago. I went to the dentist also, and they sent me to the periodontist.
Yeah.
Because I needed a bridge. I had to have a bridge put in.
I gotta go back
on my teeth. So they had to make sure I had enough bone in my jaw. Well, anyway, I went to the periodontist, and guess what they told me my blood pressure was at? It was like the diastolic was 88. Like, that's the bottom number. And that's the one you got to worry about. So that kind of scared me. And I'm over 40. I'm 41. So I need to definitely work out and exercise.
I have high blood sugar, and I'm on medication now. It's not fun.
Like 120 over 80 or something like that, which
it's supposed to be 120 over 80.
Yeah, that's if I'm like
mine was.
It's like 110 over anywhere from 70, maybe 80. Like typically.
Hi, Rocco Donato. Welcome.
Rocco Donato's in the chat. We have Eugene Miller says, "I just have a heart attack." Yeah, Rich Vasanik's here. Hey, Rich. Hey, Jay Thomas. So Eugene Miller says, I just had a heart attack and I'm a diabetic and I have to rethink everything. Yeah, that's, oh my God. I mean, it's like a real wake-up call.
Oh, my God.
When you have something happen. There are guys in their 20s getting heart attacks.
That's what I'm scared of.
Our people in their 20s, shouldn't be having heart attacks. But,
wow.
So let's see.
We're on to fat. No calories, no like cholesterol, no this, no that. It's like, no, we need to start eating whole foods again. So like eggs are not bad for you. My dad is eating tons. I eat eggs all the time. My cholesterol, my good cholesterol is a little low. My bad cholesterol is very low. Like I've had my cholesterol taken many times. It's always low, and I eat eggs all the time. I don't have any problem. And I eat real butter. I don't eat margarine.
Well, can I that stuff. You like scrambled eggs? Is that like one of your favorites?
Yeah, I typically do that. I'll eat like 2-3 eggs at a time. My sister used to eat like 6 eggs a day, and her cholesterol was just fine. My dad, same way. So as long as you eat whole eggs and like, especially the more organic and free range, the better. So if you can get like actual, like if you can get free range eggs from like an actual barnyard, that's the best egg you can get. But you get from the store, like anything that's like organic, pasture raised, if possible, then you're going to get good quality. Because I can tell you there's a big difference when I eat regular store-bought eggs and the more expensive eggs. Big difference.
Well, what about
Um,
like Eggland's Best claims that their
yeah.
chickens are fed like flaxseed and all that. Is
I
that still?
wouldn't
Is
touch Eggland's Best. Ugh.
you would touch Eggland's Best?
I do not touch. You need the whole egg. It's not the yolk that's the problem. It's the whites that's the problem. That's what they got it flipped. It's the whites that causes inflammation and all of that, not the yolk. The yolk is the good part. That's where the protein and the minerals and stuff is. You take that out and you have a voidless egg that causes inflammation. Hi, Sandy.
Hey, this
Came
Ed
in
Hens.
Hi.
Hi, Sandy. Ed Hens
Look
says
at
best eggs you'll get
here.
from this hen, even though I don't produce them. That's a good one, Ed. Well, we were on number 25 of the resolutions. Do you want me to keep going?
That's Sandy's resolution, Brian.
I
Yeah,
haven't
Sandy,
made
what's
one
your
yet,
resolution?
so let Brian go.
Yes, Sandy.
I haven't made
Yeah,
any
we haven't
yet,
heard
so you
Brian's yet.
Keep on going, Brian.
Let me turn Sandy's volume up because we can barely hear her. How about Sandy? Can you say something now?
Can you hear me now?
I'm gonna have to turn it up a little bit more. Okay, what about now?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yep, we can hear.
Sounds better?
Yeah, that's better.
Good.
Jeff says, Happy New Year, Sandy and everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Jeff.
I can't
Brian,
wait
you
till...
go on with your... Oh, sorry, go on.
No, go on with what?
I said you said you were on 25 of your resolutions.
Yeah,
Go for it.
25 of the resolutions out of 40. There's 40 total.
Oh, God.
For
You got
2022.
Oh, my.
But let me just say, I'm real excited. Can I tell you how excited I am for Cobra Kai? Cobra Kai season 4 comes out tomorrow.
No.
I've never seen it.
It's on Netflix.
I know. Yeah, I couldn't get into it. I'm sorry.
Any Karate Kid fans out there?
I'm a Karate Kid fan, but I've never watched Cobra Kai.
Me
You gotta
neither.
watch
Never.
Start off season 1.
No, I haven't either. I was reading Tommy's Apples, Reese's Peanut Butter Eggs.
Mm.
That's the egg of all, yes. Cadbury eggs are so yummy. I don't think they're doctor approved, though. Or dietitian approved.
Well, so here's the thing. This is number 25, believe it or not, of the resolutions. There's a bread making trend. Just about everyone tried their hand at fresh bread making during the pandemic. That's another resolution, I guess. Cleaning out your closet, definitely a resolution for me too.
That one's mine, Brian. That one's mine.
Number 26. You never know what you might find. You might find a $20 bill laying around in there. Who knows?
That's what I'm hoping for.
Number 27. Book your doctors and dentist appointments for the year. There you go.
You're serious?
Seriously.
Yeah.
I'll book mine for the month.
And Brian, I'm going back next year to keep getting more dental work done a little at a time. I got a lot more to go.
Well, that's good, and like you realize now, like the value of like brushing and flossing a lot more often too. Like, so how many times we get kind of lazy? We get kind of lazy. We don't want to floss. You know, flossing really does reduce the plaque.
I'll floss tomorrow.
It's all good, Theresa. I'm just picking at you.
I know you are.
I'm just messing with you. So 28. New Year's resolution number 28. People taking a hike. A lot of people want to spend time outside. We've all been cooped up, in our houses during the pandemic and apartments. We just want to get out there and take hikes. That's good for the mind and good for the body. Number 29, eat more veggies.
Yeah, me too.
We've been told since we were like little bitty children that, eat our vegetables. Hopefully they're not GMO. You want to make sure you get good vegetables from a good, like a farmer's market's a good place. 30, number 30, take more walks. Some people said they want to go for more walks. I mean, you had some experts are saying that 10,000 steps is a must. I struggle to get 7,000 steps every day. You know that? I struggle. A lot of you guys have no problem, but yeah, I struggle to get that many a day.
I struggle to get more than 1,000, Brian.
Wow.
My average is about 500.
Wow.
I have no idea how many I travel.
How many steps do you get, Theresa? You get a lot of steps. I know you probably do, Theresa, don't you?
0.
No, you walk around. That's how you pay your bills everywhere. You go walking around to Target, to Walmart, that's what you do. You
No,
pay
I
your bills
don't.
everywhere. Yeah, you do.
Well, okay. I don't want to argue.
Uber, Brian. Lyft, Brian.
I
Lift,
know.
Brian. Lift. Love the lift.
I know. Yes, love the lift. So number 31, doing the dishes immediately. Some people said they want to be more tidy. Doing the dishes right away falls into this category of the New Year's resolution. No matter how tired you feel, take the extra 30 seconds to rinse off your dishes, then
Ooh.
place them in the wash or drying rack.
Oh, I got
your future-
one. I got one.
What?
Clean out your refrigerator and get rid of anything that you're not eating, or your cabinets, and get rid of old can items, and just get rid of food that's expired. That's important. That's what I need to do too.
Do you know that TV dinners have expiration dates?
I do now.
Yeah, during the pandemic, let me tell you this: our office
Oh my God, I went crazy during the pandemic.
And when I come,
Yeah.
I come back during the COVID, because we had to have at least 3 people in the office. Okay, it's just a thing. We had to have at least 3 people. So I go to look in the freezer, and my item which I stored in there is like expired. Like, I was so upset. I was like, darn it, I'm hungry. So I ended up just driving and picking up something. But yeah, it was a little bit of an inconvenience. So another thing, and that's why we clean the refrigerator. Okay. So 32, a lot of people want to start investing. That's another thing.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin, whatever, Ethereum, whichever one you want to get into, I guess. The market's been so fluctuating. You know what I mean? It always does. But you just have to know the timing of it. 33, trying new healthy recipes every week. That's one thing I would like to try. Is I really want to get into chopping up my vegetables the night before and then freezing them, or putting them in the refrigerator and using them for the next day. That's a good way to get your vegetables, is to, you could freeze them and then use them for later.
I want to learn how to cook. That's I've been wanting to learn how to cook, and I don't know how.
Well, they have, don't they have cooking classes in your area, Theresa, that you could check out?
I'm not going to go at nighttime. No, not near me. I don't have no colleges near me.
Well, before long, it won't be dark anymore. Because right now we all get off of work. Most of us, 9 to 5, we get off at 5. It's dark. Okay. Can't do anything about that.
Yeah, it's
But
dark when I get out.
Springtime and summertime,
Mm-hmm.
you could do take up maybe some cooking classes, and it won't be nighttime.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it myself. So number 34 is scheduling monthly car washes. So at least
No
with
car.
all the pollen and everything, a lot of people said they wanted to wash their car once a month. That's another resolution. Doing volunteer work. A lot of people said they wanted to volunteer. It's not only necessary to help, organizations continue their life-changing work, but it's personally rewarding too. You can volunteer your time at an animal rescue, or do a beach cleanup or a soup kitchen. 36, make time to meditate. I guess if you want to meditate and do prayer, prayer is somewhat like meditating for some people. We definitely have a lot to pray for this year coming up.
Let's say I like
37.
Rocco's though.
What's that?
I was gonna say I like Rocco's New Year's resolution. He said, "I want to know what the heck the Mandela effect is about." I want to know what's causing it. That would be nice.
I like that one too. That's a good resolution.
Brian, I got one. I got one.
Okay.
Well, I know all you guys have family members since I don't have no family, but I was going to say if you have family, spend more time with them because you never know when they're going to be gone. Because I don't have anybody and you guys all do. So I say spend more time with your family. Let them know how much you love them before it's too late.
Yep, that's true. And we can all do things to help give us longevity in life. It's the choices we make ultimately. Like Captain Planet used to always say to the Planeteers, the power is yours, like that.
And
Number 37.
and speaking of family,
What?
Brian, speaking of family, your mom is in the chat. Hi, Anita.
Yeah,
Hi, hi, Anita. Hi, Anita.
Yeah, I said, hey, Mom.
Welcome.
Yeah, my mom and dad, let me tell you guys, my mother and father were they were highly doubtful of the Mandela effect, like when I first learned about it. So it took a lot of work. Took a lot of work convincing them, but they now are like fully aware, fully awake. I guess I don't know if that's the correct term, awake.
That's good.
Yeah, but they're both aware. Okay, I'll just say that. Aware is probably a better word.
But it's nice when you have somebody that understands what you're going through and they don't look at you like you're nuts. Because if I try to explain this to somebody, I get like the weirdest look, like I should be locked up somewhere. So it's always good that we all have each other for this. And of course, my group.
Mm-hmm.
So it helps when somebody else understands you. You know what I mean? Like you don't feel alone. You don't feel alone in this because it's the hardest thing to go through when you first wake up.
Well,
you're breaking up, Theresa. Sit up.
Yeah, one of the things that you guys that a lot of you guys out there when you're watching my show, we used to do dial-ups where we call like different businesses and we talk to some of the people.
I love doing that, Brian. I love doing that.
We can try to do that again sometime.
Oh my God, it was so fun.
I have to remember what software I used or whatever, but yeah, I'm sure we could do that again.
You called when I was watching you guys from the hospital when you guys called either the Nutty Buddy or the was it Fruit Loops? Donuts?
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that was me calling a donut place.
Yeah, I was watching from the hospital.
Oh wow,
that was so fun.
That was before you knew what?
Before you guys knew me.
Oh wow. Yeah, so that was a long time ago.
Yeah, before I knew
we've been doing videos. Let me just say, we've been doing videos since 2017, you guys. So we're already working. This is going into year number what, 5? Year 5. Oh my goodness.
Started with I found Brian in a Mandela effect group, in a Facebook group, And then he told me about his channel, and then, you know, I started hunting residue for him, and we started doing live shows and everything, and just that's how I started out. So I've known Brian for how long, Brian? Did you say?
At least
Because
it's
I woke
what,
up 20. Well, I woke up in the 2
17.
weeks before Christmas time for me. I just reached my 5-year anniversary. Yeah, 2016 of December. So I'm at my 5-year mark waking up with stupid Skechers, which they're still
Yeah.
sitting in my closet, and I won't touch them. They're scary shoes. Scary shoes.
So Rocco Donato made a comment, Theresa.
Uh-huh.
We are all family. We are all family in the Emmy community, Theresa. Rocco Donato said.
Yes. I agree with you, 100%, Rocco. I agree with you.
And Theresa, what happened to your avatar? Can you fix it?
I can see it.
Your avatar is blank.
You're
It's
the only
blank.
one who can.
Well, let me go and I'll come back, okay?
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. Keep an eye on the backstage. Bye.
I will.
Bye.
So while we're waiting for Theresa, there's like 4 more that we have to cover of these resolutions. So some people said they wanted to drink less alcohol. Alcohol is a depressant, which can lead to a number of habits that make your life. It makes living your best life more difficult. You know.
There you go, Brian. There's my resolution to start. I'm kidding. I don't drink, so I said I'd start drinking.
Okay.
But I'm kidding.
Hey,
That was funny.
this is my New Year's resolution. I want to travel somewhere new. My mother and father got me a luggage. They got me one of those rolling suitcases for Christmas, and I want to be able to travel more. Like, I hope these COVID restrictions don't keep us from traveling as much in 2022. So
they won't keep you from traveling, but they're going to keep people like me from traveling.
If whatever variant is running around, okay, I hope it's either way less severe or nothing at all, because we got to get back together, you guys. Number 38, traveling somewhere new. Okay. 39. Considering therapy. Some people have been considering therapy as their resolution. I don't doubt it. I mean, because we've been through so much in the past couple of years. And number 40, last but not least, think big about your bucket list. You know, something you've always wanted to do. Never had the time or the funds to make it happen until now. Go do it. You know, go all out. Do it. So with that, that being said, I guess we can go ahead and go on into the flicker, right? We got Theresa back. Yep, we got her back. Theresa, you're welcome back.
Yeah.
I put 22 in my little thing. Do you like it? My 2022?
I do.
Yes.
I'm gonna add it to mine
there's a meme going around. There's a meme going around 2020, like 2020 as well. 2022. We have to hope it's not more of the same. Hope and pray. We find
hope this next year
we move on.
Well, did they cancel Times Square? Or is Times Square still going on? Do you know?
I don't know. Theresa, we can hear you. Oh, we just lost
I know you guys
picture again.
Oh. Serious?
Yeah, it's your internet, Theresa. You can't keep your picture. It can't.
All right,
it's probably too much on the internet.
So Sandy, where do you want me to start? Start first.
There's so many folders there. You can pick whatever you want. Just make sure before we're done the show, you cover everything that's circled in green.
Oh, that was smart of you.
But you can pick whatever you want. Just make sure before the end of the show, the green ones are covered.
Green,
because guys, The green
Many.
ones are either new or New Year's specific. So
All right,
we have
well,
some new ones. We have New Year's ones, and then we have the best of the past year, year and a half, because some Brian missed. So I covered some from 2022. So.
All right. Well, so we're going to start off with this little piece of stuff right here. So
Oh.
credit goes to Theresa and Sandy. And I love that guitar in the background. I love that with the resonator. I love guitars with resonators.
Is that me?
It's both of us. Go ahead, Theresa. You can do it.
Should blank acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? And fill in the blank. That's an easy one, right?
Auld Lang Syne.
I think this is the only part of the song that most people know, because it's the first sentence.
It's an easy one. Fill in the blank.
I always thought it was
wow.
What?
No, it's funny. I don't have residue for what everybody's saying.
What?
And last time I showed this, everyone remembered it like we did.
Oh.
What's happening?
There we go. Hi, Pockets. The chat is answering a word that I didn't even look for residue for because wasn't even brought up before.
What word?
So Eddie, I'm going to read it. Eddie Von Keen says all. A-L-L.
Yeah.
Eugene Miller, all. Rocco Donato, all. Jeff Zanzibar, all. High Pockets, old. O-L-D.
Oh.
Mandanimal says Mandelified. Definitely. That's a good word. Hey, Jennifer Richardson, welcome. And she says old. Ed doesn't know, and that's quite all right.
I could have sworn it was should. I thought it was should. I thought it was Sandy. I thought it was should all the acquaintance. Should all the acquaintance be forgot?
That's exactly, Brian. I'm with you. Should all the acquaintance be forgot and never brought to
Spell
mind?
what you're saying, Theresa. What do you
all? A-L-L.
Okay, you shifted, Theresa.
What?
That's not
what do you mean
what
I
you said
shifted?
Originally.
What did I say? What did I shift?
We're going to get to that. But Brian, spell what you're saying. What are you saying, Brian? What do you remember?
Oh, man, I don't want to shift.
Brian, what do you remember?
Okay,
spell
I remember should all the acquaintance.
Spell it.
Acquaintance. Spell all.
Q-U-A. And
no, the blank, Brian. Spell the blank.
A-L-L.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, there's a reason why I'm asking you to spell it. And Tommy is screaming it was Auld Lang Syne. It was always Syne for me. Auld Lang Syne.
What?
It was always. He remembers Syne. S-A-N-G.
Should all
oh wow.
But anyway, you'll understand in a minute because no one has it correct. Yeah. Next slide, Brian.
You know where the song? You know where they sing this song? They sing it at the very end of "It's a Wonderful Life," which I've been meaning to watch that movie this year. I have not seen it this year.
They sing it at the very end of a lot of movies dealing with New Year's. It was always old in our past. That's what you used to say, Theresa. But soon, but some versions sing auld, not old. So should auld acquaintance be forgot?
I don't remember saying old Sandy.
You did, Theresa.
I don't remember.
That's the only residue we looked for was old.
I don't remember saying that.
So guys, it is auld now. A-U-L-D. Not one of you said it. It's auld. Like the
title. I shifted then. So that means that was a different Theresa.
You absolutely shifted. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I've been saying that.
There is residue out there.
There is of old. Because that's what Theresa and I remembered. So that's what we looked for. I didn't look for all. And no one said all last time I showed this. So I am in a whole different reality from when I presented this last time.
Me too. I guess I lost the other hand. Someone.
You're breaking up. Esther hasn't even chimed in on this.
What is the meaning of Auld Lang Syne anyway? Does anyone know the actual
Unfortunately,
meaning?
I think it means the past. I'm gonna look it up. I think it means the past. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
I had to like mute it a lot because my kids were like talking and like kept asking mom without asking. So, but yeah, I really
Mom.
I honestly don't know I know the tune, but I never knew the words. Unfortunately,
It means old long since. It's Scottish
No,
language.
Brian. Right, and if you Americanize it, it means days gone by or old times or long, long ago.
So they're asking a question here. It's a question.
Yeah.
Should all your acquaintances be forgot, all your old ones, and never brought to mind?
I say no. No, we shouldn't. No, I remember all my friends that I had in Florida. Most of them.
Always check in with your friends. At least, I would say at least twice a year, if that. I mean, more than that. But just saying, at least once or twice a year. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's it for that one.
I'm shifty.
You are shifty.
I'm a shifty girl.
Kids.
Hey, Michael Fontaine, welcome.
Welcome, Michael Fontaine.
Stop it. Eugene Miller says, in all fairness, I'm most likely a brain damage. Stop.
Oh, wait, what?
He said, in all fairness, I'm most likely a brain damage.
Or is it Dane Bremage?
Huh? What?
Dane Bremage.
I can't even say what he said. No.
All right, so let's talk about this. This is another New Year's one. Now we talked about this before, so I guess this is a rerun or whatever you call it.
What?
Recap.
Well, yes, it's about. There's not many New Year's Mandela effects that we have. You might as well. Not everyone has seen it,
Yeah, so let's talk about this one.
Brian, why is there an echo? Is anyone playing YouTube? Because I hear my voice over and over again.
It's not me.
What, Theresa?
I said it's not me. It's not me. I don't have anything else playing. Just this.
Esther, Brian, anybody playing YouTube? Huh?
I keep muting myself, so I keep muting myself.
It's not
so
Esther,
I don't think it's me because I had it muted.
As I said, it's got to be Brian. Brian.
Are you watching Steph?
No, I swear to you, I'm not playing anything.
Are you presenting with sound for some reason?
No, there's no sound, but we lost Theresa's logo. Like, her logo disappeared again. Her face.
I know, I already said that. It happened. No, it happens instantly. It's because she doesn't have Wi-Fi, and the data can't handle the picture being uploaded for some reason.
Well, they know what I look like. It's okay.
Yeah, it keeps dropping it.
Theresa's New Year's resolution. I think I know what it might be.
To get internet.
Yeah.
If I can find a good deal. That's it. If I can find a good deal, I might consider it.
Jeff Sanzivar is already answering. Y2K.
You know what? I wonder if T-Mobile can give me a good deal if I talk to them. If I can get internet through them. But I already have my hotspot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you can drop it too.
Drop
you
what?
You could also use hotspot for other things, Theresa. Like your laptop that doesn't have internet, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi.
Oh.
I can't talk. Wow. Oh, Lord.
Okay, so let's talk about this Y2K bug.
All right, guys.
Speaking of bugs and then what's happening to internet and everything like that, so let's talk about this bug here that happened in January 2000.
What was it called, guys? What do you remember the name of the bug? I'm sorry, Esther, what?
It
Y2K?
kind of looks like a face on the earth. Like there's two eyes and a nose and a mouth.
It's smiling at
really...
you, Esther. It's grinning.
I don't have my glasses on, so it's creepy. I need to put my glasses on to see it more.
It is a creepy face. I see what she sees. It's like a yellow man's face.
Yeah. It's better without my glasses on.
Until you have to read.
Oh, I can read it. And it's just like, I can see about a foot and a half from my face. It's not blurry. It was just a teensy weensy bit blurry.
I think this, Sandy, I think this was yours, right?
Yes, Theresa.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Sandy found this one. It's a good one, too.
So, Tommy Apple says Y2K. Jeff Zanzibar says Y2K. Rocco Donato says Y2K. Eddie Von Keen says Y2J.
It's Y2K. Isn't K next to J?
Ed Hen says Y2K question mark. And here it comes, Michael Fontaine with Millennium Bug. No, never. All right, panel weigh in. Theresa, Brian, Esther, what do you remember?
Hands down, it was the Y2K bug.
What's my choices? Yeah, Y2K bug.
I agree, Eddie Von Keen. I agree. Okay, so Theresa says Y2K bug. What about you, Esther and Brian?
Oh, it's definitely the Y2K bug. That's all it was.
I hear you, Brian.
I say Esther? Y2K bug.
Yeah, the Y2K bug.
Esther?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, I also want to mention, you know, Brian's a computer guy, so his answer weighs more. It was only known as Y2K or the Y2K bug in my past, but never the Millennium bug like Michael Fontaine remembers. And the weird part is Millennium bug is all over the place. Like it's everywhere. Like we should have seen it. I mean, depending on your age. But if you're my age or older or a little bit younger, you should have seen it everywhere.
No, the only time I saw the word millennium was when it dealt with millennials.
I agree, Brian.
Same. I'm with you on that. Or no, when they would say, we're beginning a new millennium. Like they said a few times, like the start of a new millennium, but nothing about the bug, nothing about the computers. Millennium had nothing to do with the computers.
Yeah, everyone always just said Y2K, it's the Y2K.
That was supposed to be like the end of the world right there, remember?
Yeah. No, it wasn't an MTV thing. MTV just also had it. There's books and everything. Newspaper articles, magazine articles.
It was just called Y2K.
No, I'm with you actually, Jennifer. It was just Y2K. But I can go with Y2K bug. That's fine. They're describing that it's a computer bug. That's fine. But it was just Y2K. It wasn't. Oh, and I pointed out here, when did it become from like Eastern Standard Time to EDT, PDT?
That's
I started
daylight.
seeing that when I covered this.
That's daylight time.
Right. Right, but why are they abbreviating it? Why are they using that instead of EST? It was always EST.
Because I guess there's like daylight savings time, and there's Eastern. Well, there's Eastern Standard Time.
So
Eastern
they're doing
time.
it to let you know that when. So you're telling me they're doing it to let you know that this time is during daylight savings.
I don't know. I've only really seen it as like EST. Like I'm just giving you their say on it. That's probably what it is. And look at
also,
the Newsweek.
at the bottom,
the Newsweek logo looks messed up.
I can't see it. Yeah, a little bit, like the K and yeah. Listen, before you go further, Brian, at the bottom,
Yeah.
There's also the year 2000 problem. I've never heard that either. You see it
Me
in
neither.
orange?
Me neither.
Never heard it as the year 2000 problem. And this is just to show you, the articles are from back then, 1999. And they're all calling it the Millennium bug. 98. Year 2000 computer problem, and then Y2K. Like, I don't know, it's weird.
That is weird. Prepare your office for Y2K. And that was all because of what? Because they in their infinite wisdom, they only gave the clocks or the calendars the two-digit year instead of the 4-digit year. What? Who invented it?
Yes.
Just a 2-digit year. That was stupid.
Welcome, Ghost Rider Leflyer.
Known as the Millennium bug. Yep, never heard of it.
Yes,
Never heard of it,
Eugene
Sandy.
Miller is correct. The one we really need to worry about is the 2038 Unix bug.
Huh?
Eugene Miller says the one we really need to worry about is the 2038 Unix bug, which
I've
I
never
read
heard
about
of
when
that.
I researched this.
Is that true?
I learned about it. Yeah, I learned about it when I researched this.
I just
wanna
had
look it
this.
up?
I can, yeah. Let me see. 20.
I don't know what bug that is. Ghost Rider
The year
said that they had a
28.
Mandela
It's
effect.
the year. Yeah, I see it. I've never heard of this before. It's called the Y238 super bug.
Oh, Eddie Von Keen, that was actually a conscious decision that happened. Maybe because I was in Catholic school, I learned about it. But they made it less religious. So it went from before Christ and after he died to before common error and common error. Era, ERA. To make it more secular. Like more scientific, I guess. I don't know. I remember them doing it in the 90s. But I learned about it probably because I was in Catholic school.
I remember, I think it was 6th grade. I remember.
No, wait, stop. Wait a minute. Wait a second. What do you mean current error? It was common. Is that a change? Sorry, Esther, what were you saying? I need to look this up now, too.
Oh, no, that's fine. I think it was like 6th grade is when I learned before Christ and after Christ. And then I think like the next year I heard something about them changing it or something. Like they were talking about changing it. So that was like 94, I think. Something like that.
Yeah, that's about right.
Esther,
I had the same memory.
Esther, you got tabs on all these that we're covering?
Yep.
Okay, good. I appreciate it.
Okay, it is still common error. Common error.
Okay, so this is another one. Theresa, you want to? Theresa, you want to read this one?
No, this one's mine.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Theresa. You can read it if you want. No, Theresa can read it to stay awake. Go for it.
That's what
if she can stay clear and not break up, though. And she's causing the breaking up and laying down. So sit up, Theresa.
I know. Down. See,
yeah, but you're not coming in clearly enough to read.
Can you now?
Not really. You're breaking up.
Okay, I'll read it. I'll read it, Sandy, okay?
Oh, Teresa's bad.
Yeah, she's breaking up real bad. Let me just go ahead and read it. The original CDC Mandela effect was found so long ago. Sandy says she couldn't find out who. Wait, couldn't find out who found it or when.
I don't remember who found it. I honestly don't.
I remember covering it. I don't remember finding it. I may have mentioned who. I just have to find it somewhere in my past videos. You guys understand there's probably like 2,500 videos or so that I have uploaded. There's somewhere in there is we were talking about the CDC. So just to recap, the CDC, in this case, there are new viewers. Please tell me in the chat, what is the official name that you remember for the CDC? What does it stand for?
Yeah, we're going to recap it for those who've never heard about it, just in case.
Post it in
and
the
if
chat.
you have, yeah, Brian.
So the last two words, this should be like a fill in the blank, okay? But the last two words are disease control. Was it centers or center of disease control? Which one was it in your memory?
So Ed Hen says Center for Disease Control. Eugene Miller says Center for Disease Control, question mark. Jennifer Richardson Elizold. Did I say that right? Elizold? I don't want to mispronounce it. Says Center for Disease Control. Jeff Zanzibar says Center for Disease Control. Michael Fontaine says Center for Disease Control. High Pocket says Center. Mandanimal says Centaur for Disease Contrail. And Eddie says centers. Okay, we can go on, Ryan.
Okay.
Todd Corley welcomes the Center of Disease Control.
So, excuse me, in my past and most everyone else's past, it was only known as the Center for Disease Control. But back then it was discovered to have changed to Centers for Disease Control. It was the Center of Disease Control. There is a man-excuse.
Thank you, Jennifer.
So it's changed again, and this time it's brought along the man-excuse. So a convenient explanation as to why a change has happened. This is the definition of a man-excuse, which Sandy has pretty much copyrighted that term. She came up with that.
I wish I copyrighted it. But the point is, this is the first time I use the man-excuse. That's why there's a definition.
Okay.
It's the first time I made up the word. All right, go on.
No, that's great. That's great. So the explanation is usually not found with a Mandela effect. It usually is found months or even years later.
Mm-hmm.
So the man-excuse alert, communicable disease center activities. In the current reality, the CDC was formed in 1946 as the Communicable Disease Center in response to a global malaria outbreak. It wasn't until 1971.
A global malaria outbreak.
I don't remember why we never learned about that in school, did we?
No, I've never known about malaria outbreak in the United States, but it was here. But go on.
It wasn't until 1971 that the government organization was changed to Center for Disease Control, which is correct. That's right. Center for Disease Control, which was erased from history before. It has returned to our timeline in 1971, but a decade later, in 1981, the name was changed again to Centers for Disease Control because there were many responsibilities of the department. Which brings us to the new Mandela effect, another part of the man-excuse that never existed until now. The name has changed again 30 years ago in 1992 to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. 1970.
And I didn't.
Huh?
Now go on. I was going to say, I don't remember that being in the logo when we talked about it the first time. The Centers for Disease Control. Yeah, when it changed to centers, I don't remember and prevention being there. Go on.
Well, 1970, it became the Center for Disease Control. Just showing it. I don't know about you, but a man-excuse was never found for the name change in my past, and prevention was never in the title. I also found it weird and suspicious that this mirrors the the name of China's health department. So there, centers, or this your one piece of information there on the bottom left. It says center. Sandy?
I don't know.
Yeah, some of these are
I
residue.
see it. Yeah, well, some of these are residue. I think this was before I changed the color, Brian.
Oh,
You have to
okay.
go by the boxes.
When did you start doing the color change for the residues?
Shortly after this one.
Okay.
Yeah, this is an old one.
Washing the hands. How many of you guys wash your hands for 20 seconds? They say you're supposed to sing happy birthday twice while you wash your hands.
I don't typically count. I put a lot of soap on my hands, and until the soap's off, that's when I stop washing my hands.
Yeah. I guess you're supposed to wet your hands first, I guess, and because you can't, it's hard to do with just the soap, but you have to wet your hands first. And
They think that we're stupid. That's what it is. I think that we're stupid, and we don't know when we've actually washed all parts of our hands. If you know you've lathered and washed every part of your hand and a little bit of your wrist, then you are good to go. It doesn't have to be 20 seconds. It's gone like instantly. It's soap and water.
You guys are crazy.
I'm just saying. They think we're stupid. That's why.
I don't think you're stupid.
That's why they said that.
They do. They
the
stupid.
government. The government thinks we're stupid.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of like why they have to put instructions on a Pop-Tart box. Please don't eat the glue.
Let me tell you,
exactly.
You know?
Let me tell you everything. They used to tell us when I served in the Army. Okay, we had these like little illustrations, like on everything that we had illustrations or something. They made it, in a sense, idiot proof. You know, I guess that's what my sergeant would always tell me.
My favorite thing is when you buy a
microwave, there's also
like dish and it says caution in the insides will be hot. It's like, well, I just put it in the microwave, so I hope so. Then we got
or like the pizza box that's going around the internet that says do not eat the box. Like, who's gonna eat the box?
And what about those?
You have to eat the box too.
No, did you hear about the lady that sued McDonald's because she burned her hands on her coffee? I mean, it says right there.
No, Brian, that's a myth. That's not true. It was an elderly woman, and she got third-degree burns, and she was disfigured from it. She almost died.
Yeah, actually,
wow.
And watch the reason story, it's really sad.
Yeah, the lawsuit made McDonald's lower the temperature of the coffee because the coffee was like so hot. It was so hot before. They had to lower the temperature, which is still ungodly hot. But it disfigured her.
When you get McDonald's coffee, you have to wait 5 minutes at least before you actually drink the stuff, unless you want to like have burns inside your mouth.
I don't think it's just McDonald's coffee. I think it's any takeout coffee.
Yeah, they make it scalding hot.
The reason she sued was so that way no one else would get burned, because they actually did have, like, was it 1,300 cases of burn victims as well, but nobody was being heard because McDonald's was
what they did. And McDonald's, they got smart, I guess, and they put caution, hot coffee or something like that on the lid.
Which obviously, you know, we know that. I hope so. If you say I want a hot coffee, but yeah, there also is that, you know, that give and take of don't give somebody coffee that they said within 10 to 13 seconds you can get second to possibly third degree burns.
Oh my God.
So yes, their coffee was way too hot, but at the same time, it's like take that logic into consideration of you just took something out of the microwave or out of the oven. Use oven mitts and don't expect it to not be hot. That type of thing. It's just that common sense. And
Crotch coffee burn.
Yeah.
The 20 seconds
Crotch.
you get to get people to realize that they need to clean all of their hands and all of that.
Thank God I don't drink coffee. I'm a non-coffee drinker, so I don't have to worry about that. But I do like hot. But I do like hot chocolate, so I have to be careful with that. We have hot chocolate at work.
Michael Fontaine is saying in the chat something that I need to say something to.
What?
Michael Fontaine said, I found this one. If you count, you say 1 elephant, 2 elephant. First of all, I've never said that. But you still lose time. So if you say 1 earth, 2 earth, 3 earth, and so on, you have an accurate count. But just to show you how much you lose time, I have never heard the 1 elephant, 2 elephant.
No,
it was always 1,000, 1,000, 3 1,000.
No, but I remember that too. I remember 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000.
I did Mississippi. 1 Mississippi,
yes,
2
1
Mississippi.
But the point is, 1 1,000 and 1 Mississippi is 3. Like Mississippi or 4. You see what I'm saying? Saying 1 elephant is faster. So I've never heard that elephant one before.
Me neither.
But elephant is faster than Mississippi and 1 1,000, which is 4.
So
where are they called?
So if you're trying to play hide and seek, you might be counting wrong if you say, if you want to give, I guess, your people more time to hide, you could say 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, I guess. But we always said those things.
Except he's saying, if you actually want to keep count with the clock, you got to say like 1 earth, 2 earth, or a word that has 1 syllable. That's the word I could not think of. 1 syllable word.
1 syllable, yeah.
1 Brian, 2 Brian, 1 Sandy, 2 Sandy. No, that's 2 syllables.
I like that. 1 earth, 2 earth, 3 earth. It reminds me of multiple parallel universes.
Or 1 cat, 2 cat, 3 cat, 4 cat. That's probably how you keep count now. Time is sped up so much that we've gone from 4 syllables to 1 syllables to keep that second timing.
Yeah, so Ghost Rider Low Flyer, so he says here, so if the past, or if the present, the past, and the future are all happening at the same time, right? And that means if you remember that the CDC or Centers for Disease Control in Atlanta is what I guess it not completed there. But that reminds me of a joke. So the past, the present, and the future all they sit at the bar together. And they said it was tense. You get it?
Yes.
No.
Past tense, present tense, Theresa. Future tense.
Oh, ha, 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 ha.
Dad joke. It's okay. It's a good dad joke.
So this next, you're in luck because this next one is yours, Theresa. Okay. All right.
Good, Theresa.
Go ahead, Theresa.
How do I sound?
Good right now.
What is this one? What is this one called, Sandy?
I have no idea.
It has to do with ice. It's okay. Go ahead, Theresa.
Indian biologist Professor Felix Bast has discovered a new plant species in Antarctica. It's a moss that Professor Bass named Byram. Oh my God, I'm not going to try that word. Sandy, you want to try to pronounce that word?
Baratiensis.
Thank you. And the only image that exists at this time is rainbow, yet the description says it's a dark green. That does not look dark green to me.
Only 1% of Antarctica is ice-free. The big question was that how does moss survive in the land of rock and ice? Professor Bass said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. 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 I don't know
That was important to read, Theresa.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was
It's
so
okay.
little. I was having trouble reading it. I'm sorry.
Not a problem. That's why I jumped in.
Okay. I was like, what? Next, Brian. While researching this,
Me.
Sandy found fascinating images of moss and lichens, supposedly, aka according to Google, are all over 1% of Antarctica that isn't covered by ice and snow. That is so weird.
Yeah, I don't remember any greenery in Antarctica.
Me neither. To me, it's all ice. You know?
Yeah. I have more pictures. It's crazy.
Okay. Go ahead, Brian.
Mandela, Tommy.
And here's some pictures. So this is Antarctica, right?
Yes.
Do you remember seeing that much vegetation like that? I don't. Do you? Esther? What do you think, Esther?
It looks pretty green to me.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
This is supposed to be Antarctica, too.
According to Google.
According to Google. Google's not always right, is it?
That must be global warming or something.
It's usually right, but not always.
Yeah.
That's I have no other way to verify. So.
And more pictures. That is weird looking shapes.
Yeah, I guess we could take a trip up, but I don't know if I want to go.
Yeah, it looks like when you look at bacteria under a microscope or something.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I was gonna say like mossy cheese curls.
Don't ruin one of my favorite foods, Sandy.
Yeah, Brian won't want to eat his food, his snacks.
Cheese doodles.
Oh wait, Brian? Can you zoom in on that top left picture?
What is that?
That is the moss when they pull it out. Look how long it is.
Oh my God.
Which is surprises me. Like, why can't anyone live on Antarctica? Can we actually live there? I guess we do a lot of scientific research out there.
Or they sleep somewhere. I had no idea that plants were living in Antarctica. Did you? And now a new moss appears that looks rainbow. Seems strange to me.
It does.
I thought that was a good find. I almost forgot about that one, Sandy.
Yeah, that's why I moved a lot of these up, because Brian probably missed some of these because
yeah, he was on
sabbatical. And
sabbatical. Yeah.
Yes. And we forget our own stuff, so maybe you guys forgot it too.
I forgot all about this one.
Yeah. So a lot of these Mandela effects that you guys are seeing tonight are flashbacks from 2021. Like stuff. Yeah. This is like a what do you call that?
Rewind.
Like rewind a year in review.
Yeah, that's what I put in the post in my Facebook group. Sandy
said, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. You want to do this one? Do you want me to do it?
It doesn't matter. You can read, Theresa.
Okay. Excuse me. Which elephant legs and feet do you remember?
1 or 2 in the chat, everyone.
1 on the left.
Wait, one on the left, 2 on the right.
Yeah. What looks familiar to you, Brian? You might have missed this one.
No, he didn't miss this one.
Esther, do you remember seeing this one?
Oh, I thought I was on mute. Sorry. Yeah, we did this one already.
Oh, yeah, I know, but do you remember this one? Yes?
Yes,
Okay, all right.
I know the answer.
So in the chat, do you remember the one on the left, number 1, or do you remember number 2, the one on the right? And yes, they are different. That's what the chat's saying. Anybody? Eugene Miller says 1, I think. Oh, I think. Jennifer Richardson Estelade says 1. Jeff Zanzibar says 1. Ed Hen says 2. Eddie Von Kuhn says 2.
Keen.
Anybody else? Keen? How do you say it? Keen?
Yeah.
Jason Podam says
Man.
2.
Man, Danimal says, ask them. Elephants never forget.
Oh, God. Ghost Rider says global warming. That's a good answer.
Eugene Miller says an elephant can have both, I think. And the answer is no, they can't. No, they cannot. It doesn't matter. They're all the same, Jennifer. They're all the same.
Should we move on?
Yeah, we can go on.
All right. I do notice a tusk, the one on the left, though. He has a tusk. You see that?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. Okay. And the ear's different, too. Do you see the ear?
Mm-hmm.
The ear
It
is more... Yeah.
There's a lot
I do
different. Well, they're different elephants, but it doesn't matter that they're different elephants.
Oh,
Because
okay.
all
Okay.
elephants' feet are the same.
Yes. Okay. Next, Brian. In Sandy's past, elephants had thick, straight legs and feet with, what's that word?
I don't know. It's cut off. I don't know if it's zoomed in or if it's actually cut off.
Yeah, it is cut off.
Oops. Okay.
It's cut off? All right. Well, no, it was cut off. There we go.
Oh.
With not much shape to them. They were like tree trunks. Like straight tree trunks.
Yep. Yep.
In my past.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Brian.
Go ahead, Brian. We got a lot to do. Now, the legs are too long, making the body angle upwards. They also taper at the ankle, which makes the feet look like little shoes. Sandy doesn't remember them like this. Do you? Their
bodies look weird. Were straight. They were not angled up like that. Their legs are too long, and their feet were not like that for me at all.
That looks weird. Yeah, why does it look so weird?
Current reality is 2. My memory is 1.
Wow. All elephant breeds' legs, feet have changed for her. Even elephants' ancestors.
Yeah, including the woolly mammoth.
Yeah, the good old woolly mammoth.
Mm-hmm. Actually, that one on the right of the foot and the one in the top middle, those are photographs. They are not drawings.
All elephant breeds' legs, feet have... Oh, I already read that.
I read that one already.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So there's an African elephant on the left, and on the right there's an Asian elephant. And I see the difference, though.
No way were their feet
None of
like
them
that.
are straight.
You know what that looks like? It looks like two guys in a costume.
Wow, that looks weird.
You ever seen those?
And they all have longer arms.
No, do you ever see like two guys in a costume and they're dressed up as an elephant or a giraffe or something like that?
Yes.
The guy in the back with the legs and the guy in the front with the legs. That's what it looks like. It looks like a costume. It doesn't even look real.
Every elephant has the same feet. None of them have the straight trunk, legs, and feet like I remember. And none of them have legs that make their body even. It's all propped up higher in the front. Longer arms in the front.
Yeah, that's definitely wrong. Something's off with it. Is this a new one? You want to do it? You want me to do it?
It's not a new one. That's just showing you this is from the 1995 movie.
12
Monkeys.
Okay.
Do I need to play it?
So not a real elephant, CGI.
Okay. Is this all residue?
The only residue is drawings. There is no residue because no elephant looks like this.
Yeah, exactly. So people are drawing what they remember, which is not matching up to what it is now.
Good one, you guys.
Sandy freaked out when she saw that one.
Yeah, because they were always straight legs for me.
Yeah.
And you know what else has changed with animals? Definitely hippopotamuses. I don't remember their teeth looking like freaking,
Yeah.
their teeth
Didn't you?
look like.
That's my find too.
No, I found that one, Sandy.
No, Brian, I did.
I
Are you
did.
Time
sure?
ago.
Way before I even knew you.
No, Brian. Oh, okay. Well, I found it and
Well,
covered it a long time ago.
okay.
Wow, I didn't know Brian found that one.
I didn't either.
Huh.
Well,
Strange.
but you know how it works though. We all tend to run into these things at similar times and different,
Yeah.
like you remember the time me and Theresa you and I were at the store, and we both
That was
happened to
so weird.
We both happened to look at Lorna Dunes at the same time.
The
How's that?
logo, yeah, that freaked me out.
Yeah, it freaked me out too.
Neither one of us knew that each one was taking pictures of the cookies. And we took them, about an hour apart at the same time? It was so weird. We even had proof when we took it, too, from the timestamp.
Yeah.
Crazy. It was weird. It was so weird that it just freaked me out. Freaked us both out. Yeah, and we were in two different... Yeah.
You're up again, Theresa.
What is the name of this music magazine, which was sold from 1942 to 2008?
I gave him the options at the top, Theresa.
Oh, Hit Parader, or do you remember Hit Parade? Which one looks more familiar to you, A or B? Or you can just type it out. What do you remember? Let's see. Jeff Zanzibar says Parade. Anybody else?
Too, Tommy.
What?
I covered that a while ago too, about beavers' teeth being made of iron and they turn red because they rust. I don't remember that.
I thought they're yellow now.
No, I remember them yellowing. Now they turn red and orange. Like Cheeto orange.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's bad.
Mandani Mal says Parade. Aurora, the fourth side of 3 ice zone, says Parade. Larry Stevenson, 100% Parade. Ed Hen, Parade. Anybody else? High Pockets, Parade.
They're all, I see 100% Parade all up and down the chat.
Yep. Tommy Apples, Parade. Okay. Jennifer Richardson said, Eliza Auld says beaver red orange teeth for her.
She said you can go with just Richardson. It's easier.
Oh, okay. Tommy Apples. Yep.
Preliminal was the only person who remembered Parader the first time we showed this, and now the second time.
Oh, yeah. He's sticking to his answer. Welcome Preliminal. Yes, welcome. Happy to have you here. And our pre-New Year's Eve, right? New Year's Eve.
Oh, wait a minute. Lennon Ryan. This is a Photoshop. They're talking about something else. They took photos in a Walmart of Lorna Doone cookies, which they remember as Lorna Doones. Or is it Lorna Doones and you remember Lorna Doone? Which one is it?
I don't remember now.
So that they were talking about something else. This is me photoshopping.
Yeah.
So Rich Fasanic says hit Parader for me.
Wow. And he's music too. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. He remembers Hit Parader.
All right, we can go on.
Yeah, we got
a lot of answers. I would say it's about 80% Parade now and 20% Parader.
Well, we remember this. We remember this magazine as Hit Parade.
I do.
But it's always been Hit Parader. That one freaked me out when I found that one. I was like, no way, no way, no way, no way.
Mm-hmm.
But
Do you guys
People.
remember
Eddie
there
Van
was-
Keen, that's not very new. Teresa covered that last year.
Do you remember about the?
Yeah.
Do you remember back when the Satanic Panic was around?
No.
In the 80s?
No.
Yes, when they were blaming everything to be satanic, saying that like
Yes.
Ozzy Osbourne was satanic and Marilyn
Oh, I
Manson
remember
was
that.
satanic.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was worshiping the devil. There were other hit paraders, albums, books, films, etc., but only one magazine which ceased to exist when Hit Parader bought them out. Main excuse. In this reality, Hit Parade and Hit Parader were rival music magazines until Parador bought out Parade in the 1960s. For most of us, it's been Hit Parader our entire lives. But I remember Hit Parade, Sandy.
No, that was supposed to be Parade. I think it just auto-corrected it.
Oh, and here's some residue of showing Hit Parade.
Wow.
Striper. Sandy, at the very bottom, is that supposed to be spelled like that? Striper?
Yeah, otherwise, oh, with the Y?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, I don't know.
That one looks weird.
Ask Rich. Rich, can you answer?
Rich,
Is that supposed to be an I?
If it is, it looks like I found a Mandela effect. Striper? Rich, what do you remember? Let's see. Where did Rich go?
He said yes with a Y.
Wow. Okay, not a Mandela effect.
What's not a
I've
Mandela
never
effect?
heard of Hit Parader either, Jennifer. It was always Hit Parade.
Yes. We were talking about the band Striper, Brian, but it's not a Mandela effect. It's spelled like
Okay,
that.
so let me explain something. In the middle, someone falsely believes it was called Hit Parade until 1959 or 1960, and then someone bought it out and added the R to the name. That never happened, but people believe that.
Wow.
Oh, wow. So you're telling me it's always been Hit Parader?
It's always been Hit Parader. There were other magazines like Hit Parade 3 and stuff like that that they bought out and merged into the Parader brand, but Hit Parader has always been Hit Parader, never Hit Parade.
I'm kind of thinking back. I want to say it was Hit Parade. I'm trying to remember. I was probably too little.
Yeah,
But I kind of remember it Hit Parade.
I know, Brian. That's what's freaking me out about this. That's all I remember. I've never heard of Hit Parader. That sounds
Cynthia Sue Larson. I remember watching one of her videos, and she said these Mandela effects always seem to happen in the corner of our consciousness, or in the peripheral of our consciousness, is what she called it.
Not mine.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true, because a lot of people don't notice the small stuff, but we tend to. The Mandela effect community, we notice these things.
Yeah.
Just right there in your face.
I wish I could avoid them sometimes.
Sandy, I call Sandy a Mandela magnet. That's my new name for her.
In the chat, Theresa, Striper with a Y is a Christian band from the 80s and 90s. Thank you, everyone in the chat, who clarified that.
Thank you. Thank you. Yep.
Esther, you all right there? How are you doing, Esther?
Oh, yeah. My good old one. Describe the beak of the shoebill stork. I forgot about this one, too.
It was so hard to find the back of the head of a shoebill stork. It was so hard to find this picture.
You know, from a distance, I swear I thought that was an owl.
So do I. With a little eyebrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see it.
looked like an owl for a minute.
Yeah, it does.
Now, originally, Fizzy found this bird.
She did
but
win.
She found the bird. You found the change to the beak.
Did she agree with you on that?
Yes.
She thought it was a good find, though? When the bill changed?
Yeah, we covered it on Mandela Monday, yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
Covered on Mandela Monday. Can you guys please describe the beak of the shoebill
Stork. Do you know
Yes,
this
Stork.
bird never existed in my lifetime, Sandy? I've never heard of this bird.
Mine either, not until the Mandela effect.
Exactly.
I don't know if anyone's going to be able to describe this. But.
Well, we can move on if nobody can. It's no big deal.
Okay, Brian. Yeah, Theresa.
We remember a smooth bill exactly like its namesake, the shoe shaper. See the way it's shaped, the bill? Kind of rounded at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's changed from the smooth round beak to a pointy lethal talon on the end. I don't remember that. It looks like a hook. Don't it? Like Captain Hook?
Yeah, and there's actually one on the bottom too, which is smaller.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Those are terrifying looking. That looks like it could tear you apart with just that, if it hits you, you know? It's a can opener. Hey, Sandy, how about a can opener? Poke a hole in it.
That's a stork?
Yeah. Total Pokemon, yeah. Oh, wait until you see. I found a change in here too. For me, at least. There's a change in here that's coming up that I found. For me.
Yeah. So the bill did change. The Shoebill stork, and now has that tail on with the sharp, the hook thing. I was like, no way. And I think Dan agreed on that too, didn't he?
Yeah. And this is residue of it being smooth, like it used to be.
Yes, exactly. See what they're saying in the chat.
Well, Jennifer, I agree with, says Pokemon. Especially the top middle one right there. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Lemon says, the sound it can make is awesome. It is.
Mm-hmm.
It cannot be trusted with the babies. No. Can't be trusted with people, to be honest with you.
I'm scared. I would be scared to death to be anywhere near that bird. Seriously. Mm-hmm. It looks like something from the dinosaur age, don't it?
And that's also what the chat is saying. Rich says.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it shouldn't be in this timeline. Like, Mm-hmm. Okay, Brian, if you want to move on to some more pictures, please.
Sure.
Some also seems to vary blue instead of gray, but now it could be the lighting. Is that what you're saying, Sandy?
It could be the lighting. It could be filters. I'm not saying it, but a lot of the pictures online, it looks blue instead of gray.
I don't remember that color. I only remember gray. It's weird.
So I'm not saying that's a change. It could just be, I brought down color on them, to make like the grass and stuff the correct color, and it was still blue. So I don't know if it's blue, if it's the lighting, if it's a filter. I don't know. There's a lot of pictures online of it looking blue.
Yeah, I don't remember them being blue, just gray. I don't remember their personality, and expressions being so varied. Here we see normal to I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, this is this is when I was finding a lot of animals being much more expressive than they used to be. And I noticed this one is extremely expressive.
Wow, look at that. Look. He picked up and threw a duck. What?
Yeah, he literally, the duck was in his way as he was walking, so he picked the duck up and threw him out of the way.
No.
And the duck was terrified. I just wanted to include that.
Oh my God. That duck
He
probably
didn't
was
hurt
scared.
him. He just scared him. He didn't hurt him, though.
The duck won't mess with him again.
The duck wasn't messing with him. He was just walking, minding his own business.
Oh my God. Poor duck.
There's a piece of this missing. I also don't remember them standing straight up. It's really bizarre. Brian, if I send you a picture, I don't know where that slide is. Can you show them the picture?
Which one?
I'm going to send you a picture. Can you show that?
Yeah.
No, I'm about to... Yeah. Are you on speaker or something? Because it sounds really weird.
No, I'm not on speaker.
Oh, I hear like a fan or something.
Where's it coming from?
No fan.
I don't... You have a fan on?
No.
What's that noise?
Yeah, noise started all of a sudden. Yeah, there's like a humming noise, Brian.
Where do you think it's coming from?
Is it real loud?
Let me mute, see if it's me.
No, it's still there, but it's lower.
I think, Esther, is that you on your end, maybe?
Esther's been muted. I thought.
She's not muted. She's unmuted. Esther, you there?
Oh.
Hey, can you mute real quick so we could see where the sound is coming from? Did it go away?
Oh, it's Esther. Yeah, it's Esther.
Okay.
It's Esther.
Well,
it's Esther.
hey, it's somewhere. It's the 31st of December. Happy New Year. New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year's Eve. Yeah, it's
oh yeah.
It's here. It's and all of Europe. All of Europe's already been there for hours.
Not me. Not yet, Sandy. I'm still 9.
You're not in Europe, Theresa.
I'm
going to show you a few pictures because now I'm also seeing green, not just blue, and I've never seen green before.
Green birds?
The shoebill. Green shoebill.
No, I got to see this. Brian,
now,
can you present
again, it could be again, just a filter, the lighting, I don't know. Brian, when I'm telling the chat, I don't remember them standing up like this. It's creepy. They stand straight up. Here's another picture where it looks blue. It's Adobe stock photo. And this one looks green. He looks green. I don't remember a green one. I sent it to you, Brian. I sent you 4 pictures.
Okay.
Sandy Burgos is here in the chat. Did you see him?
Hey, Burgos.
Hey, Burgos.
Hey, Burgos.
That looks so weird. Look at, he's standing up at attention.
Straight up. I don't remember them standing up straight like that.
No. I don't know.
And there's a bluer one. And the next one looks green. That looks green to me. I could be wrong. The grass is really green, but it still has a greenish hue. But someone could have colored that. So I don't know. I'm just showing you what I saw. That's all. I'm not saying it's actually green. I don't know for a fact. Normally I would research it, search the origin of the photo. See if there's any other copies online.
He picked up and threw a duck.
Yeah, we already talked about that. Yeah, he was walking his way. And he's like, no, get out of here.
Is that the last image? I guess it is.
That's the last one, yeah. How about you do one of Esther's?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time staying awake because I got up early this morning.
It is late. What time is it there, Esther?
12:03.
Oh, happy
Do
New Year's
Esther's
Eve.
new one, Brian. Brian, do Esther's new one.
You talking about the hat?
No, the new one. At the top, Lincoln.
All right.
Guys, I need to mute. I'll be right back.
Okay. Esther, you want to read this one? This is credit Esther Anders.
Sorry, I was trying to type it down. Yeah, which Abraham Lincoln do you remember on the front of the $5 U.S. bill?
Was it 1 or 2?
Yeah, was it 1 or 2? Sorry.
I don't know about this one. Was it his ears? That's the difference?
I would look more on like his hair.
Oh, Lincoln's hair. I would say 2.
And just let me go back to the chat. 2, 1, not sure. 1 or 1 was it? I'm not sure. 2, just for men. Number 2. 2 is too dark of hair. That's funny, just for men. Yeah, I know Sandy also she also thought his beard looked off as well. 1 all day. I will say I do look at money like all the time because I've been a cashier for many years. I grew up handling money. So both look off. Beard isn't cut right. Yeah, beard does look weird.
Guys, I have a problem. My charger is going bad. That's what it is. It's my charger going bad. And my phone is dying. So I may have to leave the chat for a while. So I'm going to need anybody, one of you guys who can see the chat to read the chat, okay? I may have to hop to the iPad. And then I won't be able to see the chat.
That's fine.
Because I'm down to like 10% battery.
Not Kennedy Theater. So I'm seeing kind of 1 and 2. They're both kind of. It's 9 versus 3. You will be missed. So yeah, I don't know if we want to.
How do you remember it? How do you remember Esther?
I don't remember him having a whole bunch of white in his hair. I remember it being like a darker. He didn't look like a grandpa yet. You know, he had black hair and dark. So, yeah, the 1 looks weird to me. 1 for Union, 2 for Confederate. 9 said 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that I also remember the beard more full, like not
Yeah.
like I would say like I didn't change it too much because I didn't want to make it obvious that it was which one was the Photoshop. I tried my best to make it look as natural as possible, but I would have covered more of his cheek. Like I remember that line going down his cheek, and I don't remember. It wasn't a close cut beard. I remember his beard being a little fluffier. Do you know what I'm saying? Am I making sense?
Yeah.
And his cheekbones are just like super indented. It's just, yeah, his face just looks off. But yeah, I definitely do not remember because it was, I don't know if we should just go ahead and say, but number 1 is the way it apparently always has been. So, and I always remember number 2 being closer to what I remember. Because I don't remember all that white in his hair.
I have to
Because
agree
if you
with
look at a $5 bill, it's like white. It's like, it just looks weird.
I actually found something from yours, which is in the mid, like at the after your stuff. So, Brian, you can go on. Get us.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember the
Yeah.
gray or sparseness of his beard and completely agree. I also don't remember the gray patches in his hair. Yeah, it looks weird. So he didn't look like a grandpa yet on the $5 bill. Mm-hmm.
And these are all images of lots of gray in his hair. That I agree with you. I don't remember all that gray. I don't remember him getting old enough for all that gray.
Yeah, because he was still kind of young, wasn't he? I can't remember how old he was.
Yeah, and while some people start going gray in their 20s, I don't remember seeing him with gray hair. It was always black or dark brown.
Yeah, I mean, I know he always had a hat on, but, typically he had a hat on quite often, but still, I don't remember. I remember him having the darker. If he had any, it was very few strands.
And it's interesting that you say that. You always remember him with a hat. Notice none of these pictures have a hat.
Yeah. He wore a hat quite often, which is where I know people would say, well, he wore a hat a lot so you wouldn't see the gray in his hair. It's like, but yeah, so, there's pictures of him without it. So, and I mean, he's on the $5 bill. Like,
no, you're not
look
listening.
at the $5 bill for the time.
There's like no pictures of him with it. There's like no pictures with him wearing the hat. Very, 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 very few. Most images, the hat is gone.
I wonder why they took away his hat. I mean, I have a friend of mine whose husband does Abe Lincoln, like he dresses up like him. He has the beard and everything, and he looks like Abe Lincoln. And he has a hat and a cane and all of that. Like, that's what he does. He does, I think it's like the weekends or whatever, he goes up and plays Abe Lincoln. So, but of course, he doesn't dye his hair because he's up in age. But he also wears a hat all the time. Yeah, see, like the very first picture and the one on the right on the top is what I remember him looking like. He had the darker hair and the fuller beard. Oh, wow. Without a beard.
Yeah, this is the part where I found it. Yeah, go on. You can keep reading it, though.
While looking for residue, I came across multiple photos, drawings, and even sculptures of Lincoln with no beard at all.
Good job, because it made off for some reason. That is supposed to be up. Very good. Gotta love my keyboard.
Oh, I didn't even.
Hey, Brian.
I saw off, but my brain automatically just like translated to out because it didn't make sense. I don't even remember, or I don't remember ever seeing any without a beard, let alone many different photos. But the weirdest part is the photos of him are all different ages, so it's not like they're just young Lincoln. So do you remember this? Guys, I don't think I've ever seen a picture of him without a beard. That's him in the middle? Wow. Yes, people can shave. It's just we always know Abe Lincoln with a beard. Wow. Yeah, that one with the sculpture when he's got no beard.
Guess that's it on that one.
Brian, I'm starting to get tired. Is there any more? We lost Sandy.
You lose Sandy?
Yeah, I'm starting to get tired. It's like, seriously. I already drank like a ton of root beer. I'm crashing.
We got a lot to cover, though.
I know. Esther, aren't you getting tired too?
Oh, yeah. But I'm trying to stay up.
I'm trying, but I'm... You want to move on, then?
You gotta stay up because I gotta type.
Ryan?
Yeah?
You want to do it?
Theresa, you're still 2 hours behind us.
Yeah, I know. But still, it's 9:16.
Mandela Effect brought to you by Theresa Lynch.
Which one?
The real Theresa Lynch.
Oh, okay.
These two men make up the famous duo, Hall and Oates. How do you spell Oates?
Yeah.
I have to rewind one.
What do you remember, Cursor? Cursors remembered it like we did when we did it on her channel. What do you remember, Esther?
I remember it OATS.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
You remember the ES?
Really?
Oh, no, the OATS. Did I see E?
Oh, OATS. You
Yeah.
said OATES.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which one do you
Kind of
remember?
like oats. Kind of like, oats. I don't remember an E in there.
Me neither.
I also wasn't a huge fan either, so.
Okay. All right. Move on, Brian. Next, please.
Okay. Private Eyes.
Hall and Oates. OATS. That's what I remember.
Me too. But also that song's Mandela affected. Because private eyes are watching you. Now it's they're watching you.
Yeah, that's weird.
Is that
And
what you
these are
remember? Esther, do you remember that song, Private Eyes?
Nope.
I can't go for that. All the notes without the
Yep.
E. It's
Yep.
residue. All the notes. Wow,
All in
that's
Oaties.
weird. Because at the top it says TS and it's OATES over here.
Yeah.
It looks like Odie's. I see that. I just want to say Odie's.
All the notes. I can't go for that.
I actually only know of Hall and Oates because Rhett and Link did a parody of one of their songs. So that's the only. I didn't really know who they were before that, and that was actually after I found out the Mandela effect. So I don't remember when I looked it up, like what the spelling was at this point. It might have changed by the time I found them anyway. So 'cause I think it was like. Oh, it was like 2018, I think, when I finally looked up Hall and Oates.
See, is Sandy back?
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sandy's back.
Can you hear
Oh, there
me?
she is.
Oh, yeah, there she is.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, was that the bug?
Yeah, that was the StreamYard bug. I can see the chat. I just can't write in the chat. Welcome, Philo. I just have to hide the screen to read the chat. You want to do Teresa's new one just to make sure she stays with us? Brian?
Oh, yeah, this one.
Hold on, Sandy, can you just stop talking just for 1 second? I'm trying to adjust your mic volume.
Oh.
Yep.
And it's not letting me do it. It keeps bringing it back down. That's weird.
Does it help if I change my volume?
Yeah,
Is that better?
that's right. A little bit.
How about now?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Can you do Teresa's new one before we lose her?
Yeah. I'm slowly crashing.
Which one is it? The diamond plant?
Well,
Diamonds.
Diamond's a good one, but then there should be one.
The breakfast thing?
I don't remember. What did I do?
Was it the cereal bar? Yeah.
The cereal bar, yeah.
I'm really curious to what the chat has to say.
Okay.
On this one.
I'll watch the chat. You read.
Okay.
Popular cereal bar made by Kellogg's. I don't want to say it, grain bar. What do you remember? This one's a new one for me, and I actually still have some. Actually, just reminded me I can eat one for breakfast tomorrow. Thank you. I have like 3 bars left. What do you remember these being called?
Nutrigrain.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a different spelling in my spell check. And this one actually looks right.
The chat. Eddie Von Keen says nutrient. Jeff Zanzibar says nutri. Black Male Bear, welcome, says nutra.
Yay.
Ed Hen says nutrient.
Oh.
Pie Pocket says nutra. Jim Reyna, welcome, says nutri.
Wow.
No, it's that Theresa remembered it without the E, Tommy. It's always been the E. It didn't change back. It's always been the E. R1 remembers nutri. Eugene Miller, I don't know Nutrigrain, I can't spell. And we're going to mention that he wrote a dash. Burgos, question mark, Nutra. Nutrigrain with a dash for Philo. Nutrigrain, probably Nutrigrain. Cereal bars, no dash for Michael Fontaine. Theresa,
Yeah.
you were
Oh, sorry. I'm getting tired. Sorry.
Sorry.
So I remember Nutra
Brian,
grain
go on,
bar.
Brian. Well,
Yeah.
read the next slide, Theresa.
You're losing me.
Next slide, Theresa.
We remember this as Nutrigrain or Nutrigrain bar, but it's always been Nutrigrain. Even if you remember Nutri instead of Neutron, like us, do you remember it having a dash?
And
Sandy,
that logo.
Sandy
That logo
noticed
is
that.
crazy.
I know. So
You
weird.
guys wanna, hey Brian, you want to look at the message I just sent? What's very interesting about my spell check and
What's so funny?
No, I see that it says Nutra.
Oh wow.
yeah, Nutra is saying it's misspelled.
Whoa.
Yeah, Nutrigrain. Nutra. I can't even say Nutrigrain. It sounds wrong.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I buy these bars to eat in the morning for breakfast, and I'm like, something's changed. Because I eat them all.
Virgo
Yeah,
says
look.
no
Doesn't that look
dash.
wrong?
Don't remember a dash.
It was Nutrigrain.
I know. Every time I see it, it blows my mind.
Well,
It just looks weird.
Well, if you look at the chat that I sent Theresa, it's I sent it to the messenger, to our group chat. I think why I'm having the multiple is because if you actually look at it, my spell check was trying to switch it to Nutria.
Nutria.
And that's why I keep having a dual memory, is because that's the way I remember it being spelt.
Nutria.
Because I remember both those letters, and I can't. That's why I can't remember, was it an I or an A? Because Nutra is IA. So that's why it. But if you spell it with just an A, it literally says it's misspelled.
Wow.
Wow.
So I was like, I just thought that was very interesting.
I need to explain the green residue, so go on. So this is yellow because in the search results it says Nutrigrain, and then you go to the link and it's broken.
Wow.
A lot of them are actually like that. This is Valley Wholesale Foods. One of them, mute Theresa, one of them is green because it's Nutrigrain, and the rest are Nutrigrain. Esther?
I actually kind of remember a dash. Oh, what was that?
You remember the dash? I was going to say, when you're not talking, try to mute because of the sound.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's okay. I mean, you can unmute to talk. Please talk.
Well, it just makes
it be quiet.
Well, the only reason I keep it unmuted is when I go back and forth between the Word document and this, and because I can't unmute while I'm in the Word document. So that's the only reason.
I got you.
But that's fine. I'll just, whenever I want to say something, I'll just pop back over.
Okay. Brian?
Yep.
You can move on. So here's another issue, another one, Nutrigrain twist. Go to the link, not found.
That's so weird.
Yeah, here's some residue of Nutrigrain bars. So the top is the company, Strawberry Nutrigrain bar, and at the bottom they talk about Wheatina. Nutrigrain, grape nuts, oatmeal, or shredded wheat, blah, 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 blah. Nutrigrain. A lot of school calendars, their lunch calendars, have Nutrigrain bars on it. No dashes, all one word. 1996 Kellogg's Nutrigrain, but on the box obviously it says Nutrigrain. Almost Nutrigrain bars recipe. Okay, so this one's interesting. Nutrigrain Surf Carnival. I don't know what that was, but it's Nutrigrain. And even on the photo, it's not just the caption, even on the photo, it's written Nutrigrain.
Yeah, it's weird. Guess that's the end of that one.
Yep. Remember, just make sure you get the green ones, and then you can cover whatever you want. And you can also end it whenever you want. I don't expect you to do all of them. I pushed up like 40 folders. Because I also have the Scar Performance New Year's best of show tomorrow night.
All right.
All right, guys. If you recognize this cookbook,
I know, I do.
who is the author of this cookbook that you remember? I'm looking at the chat. Right, the answer though. Okay, so Black Male Bear says Betty Crocker. And Eddie Von Keen says Better Homes. Thanks, Ed. Ed says, I like this channel because there's less obscenities. And no idea is a perfectly fine answer. Michael Fontaine says Paula Dean. Rachel Ray? I don't think Paula Dean and well, maybe Paula Dean, but I know Rachel Ray. She was a child when this book came out. High Pocket says Betty Crocker. Jeff Zanzibar says no idea. I know. I think a lot of our parents had this book.
For me, I feel like it's one of, there can only be one or two. I don't know if you want me to answer yet.
Welcome, Lisa Tully. Lisa Tully says Betty Crocker comes to mind. Philo says Betty Crocker seems right, as does Better Homes. All right, guys, now leave the chat. But I want to ask the panel first. Brian and Esther, what were you thinking?
The first thing come to my mind was Betty Crocker.
That was
And
the
you,
first
Esther?
thing, but then also, I thought Betty Crocker, but also Joy of Cooking was the only two options for me that came to my mind.
All right, Brian, you can
Like,
go on. I could be completely wrong on this. Actually misremembering. But I swear this book was Betty Crocker. But it is Better Homes and Gardens. And I don't remember Better Homes and Gardens.
That was one of the best cookbooks ever made, like ever put together.
Uh-huh. But here's the thing. Oh, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I accidentally had a tab and almost kicked myself out. Many remember the Betty Crocker Red Plaid Cookbook. Only there has never been a Betty Crocker Plaid Cookbook. So if you read some of these, I have the Red Plaid Betty Crocker Cookbook.
Yep, love kitchen accessories.
The Plaid Betty Crocker Cookbook. There wasn't one. A Red Plaid Betty Crocker Cookbook. Banana bread from the Betty Crocker Plaid, whatever it is. I can't see it. It's on the screen yet.
They never had
Red
one,
Plaid
you saying? The Betty Crocker one was never around?
Never read Plaid. Old Red Plaid Betty Crocker Cookbook. This is a broken link, error 404. The red and white Plaid Betty Crocker Cookbook. And on the bottom is just showing you when you search Plaid Betty Crocker Cookbook, the Better Homes and Garden book comes up. Weird, right?
It
So
is
question
weird.
number 2. Which name is on cookbooks prior to the early 2000s? Is it Betty Crocker or Betty Crockers? What do you remember, A or B?
I remember Betty Crocker.
Brian's an A. What about you, Esther?
I want to say A, but B also kind of looks familiar.
Betty isn't real, guys. Betty is fake. There's been multiple Betty Crockers.
You
She's
telling me
not
Betty
real.
doesn't exist?
No, Betty doesn't exist. Betty is a persona.
Yeah, it's a name.
So the real Betty Crocker never existed.
Ed Hen is an A. Blackmail Bear is an A. Lennon Ryan is an A. Burgos is an A. Eli Keene is a B. Michael Fontaine is an A. Jeff Zanzibar is an A. R1 is an A. Eugene Miller is an A question mark. High Pockets, it's okay. Does not know. Eugene Miller, yes, it's a brand. Yep, I agree. Let's see. No, they're not both true. Listen to the question. Prior to the early 2000s. That's what makes what you said not true. It's not both that are. All right, we can go on. They were Betty Crocker cookbooks in my past. It was always just Betty Crocker. But until recent years, they were always Betty Crockers. Always. It's very common. You jumped at they could have at least looked at the pictures.
Sorry.
It's okay. I was done reading it. Is this your memory? That's the one on the left is the very first one. That's a re-release of it, an anniversary version. But the very first at Betty Crocker. And I remember the Betty, the T, the cross of the T connecting to the C. That's weird. But there's always Betty Crockers in the past, up until the early 2000s. Next slide, Brian. It's very common for Mandela-affected companies to correct what has changed in the company history. And we see that here with Crockers reverting to my memory, Crocker. So my mom also had this orange book. I clearly remember this one. And that was Betty Crocker, and now that's Crockers. That book was redone as Betty Crocker. So before the next slide, before the early 2000s or mid 2000s, whatever it was, mid 2000s, they were all Betty Crockers. And I don't remember that. They were always Betty Crocker for me.
Is anyone else struggling with this to fit their head around it?
I don't know. I have to keep going back and forth. And now they're all Betty Crocker.
I don't know.
As a kid, my mom only had a few cookbooks. Most were Betty Crocker, and one of those books had the best recipes, which leads us to question number 3. If you recognize this cookbook, or even if you just want to guess, based on the cover, what word is behind the box? What
Christmas?
word is behind the box?
Christmas?
No. Nice guess, Brian. Not Christmas.
It looks familiar, but I don't know. I would say cookie.
Cookies book. Cookie.
Okay, spell cookie.
COOKIE.
Okay. So in the chat, Philo says cookie, COOKIE. Anybody else want to take a stab at the black box? High Pockets and Black Male Bear both say COOKIE. Confetti for Burgos, incorrect, but nice guess. I like it. Thyla Fire is guessing cookie with a K in the front. So in my past, it was cookie, COOKIE. Brian, you can go on. It was Betty. It was the Betty Crocker cookie book, and now it's Betty Crocker's cookie with a Y book, and that's not right. It was not a Y. So wrong. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. I hate it. But interestingly and typical of Mandela things, the company later fixed it in later editions. First, they did Best Loved Cookie with a Y Treasures, and then they finally changed it to Cookie Book with an IE. That is definitely a change for me. We've never had a Y. So ridiculous.
Yeah, that is kind of ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Hate it.
So it's Better Homes and Gardens?
Yeah, the red and white one's Better Homes and Gardens. I swore it was Betty Crocker.
I will say if we don't do any more effects, technically we've done 13 tonight.
Let's do another one. Let's do one of Esther's. Esther's got other ones. I would do Esther's Titanic. That's a good one.
Yeah, since it's cold out. Oh, we didn't do the ball thing yet.
Yeah, we definitely.
Oh, we didn't do the. Yeah, we didn't do the New Year ball. Right.
Is that one of the ones we have to do?
Yeah, that's one of the ones you have to do.
Yeah.
It's New Year's. You can't not do it.
Sandy, these are all year in review. You sure we don't have enough time to cover them all?
I mean, if you want to cover more, we've lost Theresa. Esther's on her way out.
Yeah, I know it's getting late.
I mean, you can do a few more. But that was one of Esther's before we lose Esther.
Yeah,
That's what
we'll do a few more. I'll pick a few more good ones.
I mean, if you want to go a little bit faster through the rewind ones, it would probably be a little bit.
Yeah, the last
since we've already done them.
Oh, good. Esther, you want to read this one since it's yours?
Yeah, I guess. So I just trying to stay on mute. But last week I covered the Titanic changing again. Now something has changed in the movie too.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't last week. It was.
Yeah. In the Titanic, Jack Dawson spends the rest of his life in this shirt. Which shirt matches the closest to what you remember?
Guys, 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. What did Jack Dawson wear? 1, 2, or 3? What do you remember? Let's see. So, Ed Hen says 2. R1 says 2. Eugene doesn't know, and that's fine. Michael Fontaine says 1. Lisa Tully says 1 or 2.
She's albino.
Black Male Bear says 1.
I say 1. Can I move on?
Burgess, I would send that to Mandela Effect Awareness at gmail.com. Because all that's going to do is make me have to send it to him anyway. High Pocket says 2. Philo says 1 or 2. And Lisa says it surely wasn't 3. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Yes, you can go on. Esther's here.
Yeah. His shirt was only one color in my pass, or our pass.
Yeah, because I agree with you 1,000%.
Yes.
And it is 3, everyone. It is 3.
Yeah.
That looks
I
so
remember
wrong.
while watching it, it just like got bigger and bigger and bigger. I was like, what is going on with his shirt? It was weird.
Here's some residue.
The one on the bottom right is kind of creepy.
Well, they're the dead ones. A
Oh,
lot of
I get it.
people for Halloween they dress up as them dead.
Yeah, if you notice, every one of these, he's wearing a white shirt.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that was a good find. Good find.
That's to find.
Yeah, it's that was one of those changes. Like I said, it changed right before my eyes. While I'm watching the movie, it just like changed, and I was like, well, I guess I picked a great time to watch the movie.
Okay, you did.
Was right in the middle of it changing. It's always weird when you're watching something and it like starts changing in front of you, and it's like, I don't know how to explain this. It's changing in front of me.
Mm-hmm. You start to think you're seeing something, like seeing things for a second.
Yeah. Well, I actually rewound it just to make sure, and it was like, nope, it's always been that way. Okay, it's been like that the whole time.
Wow. Okay, guys. Do you remember the Times Square ball being an apple? Yes or no? It's all I need from you. Do you ever remember the Times Square ball being an apple? And if you remember this from last year, just answer what you originally answered. Virgo says no.
No, it was never an apple for me. It was always like a yellow or orange or red ball.
Eddie Von Keen says 1 year yes. Let's see. Both, Philo. Yes, an apple for Liminal. I'm asking if you remember it as an apple. Lisa Tully says no. No apple for me, says Burgos. Brian doesn't remember an apple. What about you, Esther?
I don't remember an apple. I remember it being like a bright, like off white color, kind of like.
Can I move on?
I don't know what color you'd call it, but it was definitely not red for me, and definitely not an apple.
Okay. Preliminal says no. Always silver for me, says Philo. Maybe apple shaped once or twice. Not if it was silver, Philo. Do not recall. No. 1 year sounds familiar, says Burgos. All right, we can go on. I've watched this ball drop every year at family New Year's parties in the 80s. I've never seen this apple version before. The apple ball was used for 8 years, from 1981 through 1988. So for those of you that said 1 year, no. 8 years, 7 years. I can't do math. Why does that say 8 years? Did that change? I don't know.
No.
I could have just messed up. 7 years.
No.
No, 81, 81, 82, 83, 84.
No, it was always just the ball.
That is 8 years. Yes, 8 years. Mm-hmm.
It was always just the ball.
It was always just a ball for me too, but for mostly the entire 80s, it was an apple for the I Love New York campaign. And I do not remember this. These are scenes from the video of the ball drop.
No.
I do not remember this apple.
That looks so wrong.
Mm-hmm. Burgos is like, no, 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 no way. That's how I felt when I found it. Rich Sanic says it looks like a specific human bug. I can't say it. No way, never that apple was there, says Lisa Tully. All they did is rip on top, says Eddie Von Keen. No, because the leaf was green and the apple was red.
This is one that I found. You can't see the forest blank the trees.
All right, everyone, in the chat, what's the blank? What do you remember?
You can't see the forest blank the trees. An idiom.
Lisa Tully says for the trees. Black Male Bear says from the trees. If you guys are guessing, you know what? For ones that you guess, can you please question mark? Because that's very helpful, actually. Rich Fasanic says before the trees. High Pockets says for. I honestly don't remember what it is right now, High Pockets. I haven't seen this almost a year. From says Michael Fontaine. Through says welcome. Ed Hen says for. R1 says for. Eddie says beyond.
So how many fours and how many? Do we have any throughs?
A couple. We have one or two. Philo says I can recall a few different ways. For says Jeff Zanzibar, and through says Tommy Apples.
Yeah, see, it was always through. Can't see the forest through the trees. That makes more sense.
It does make more sense, I will say that.
Yeah, that's how I remember it.
You remember can't see the forest through the trees?
You can't see the forest through the trees.
Yeah. But now it's can't see the forest for the trees.
I did. Okay.
It's an older ME, but I wanted to bring it up.
I've actually completely forgotten that. That's just weird.
Yeah, it's really hard to find residue, but all these residues here show that I'm not the only one, you know.
I don't know if you could. Okay.
Yay, good one. Let's see, next one.
Yeah, that's a good one, Brian.
What's the deal with the Squid Game?
Oh, that's a big folder, Brian.
Yeah, we could skip that one, can't we?
Yeah, we can skip Squid Game. It's okay. If you guys are curious about my Squid Game Mandela effect, there's actual videos on it on Scarab Performance channel. Dan and I went live and did a video on the Squid Game Mandela effect. So if you're curious and you haven't seen it, check that another time.
Whoa. Talk about distancing. This is Theresa's. I'm going to read it first, and she's probably sound asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Social distancing trees now exist. Yeah, stop touching me. You know, one tree saying to the other, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, personal space among trees. Crown shyness is when trees refuse to touch one another's branches. Have you ever heard of this? It usually happens with trees of the same breed, but not always. Crown shyness, it creates a stunning visual effect of negative space in a forest canopy. That's so weird.
Well, some of these are drawings, and then some are real. These are all photos.
In my past, I've always seen trees branches touch one another. Like they weren't ever afraid of social distancing or.
Yeah, it's funny this popped up right as we were social distancing.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the trees have ears and eyes, you know.
If
Not
people are
literally.
doing it, we should too.
I
They
want
see
there
it.
enough forest to never see that ever.
Well, they don't for sure see. They don't sure why it happens. These are the theories that scientists believe that cause crown shyness. So, one thing may be insects and disease. If one tree has cooties, then the spread of the harmful insects is a little more difficult without a bridge to get to the next tree. So they're trying to cut it off. So another one is photosynthesis. You have to allow optimal light levels to penetrate the canopy through the empty spaces. The other thing is tree injury. Trees sway in the wind and thrash into one another. Twigs and branches get broken. That sounds like a man's excuse, doesn't it, Sandy?
Yeah, that really does.
Okay, so any tall tree can display crown shyness, including some oak trees, pine trees, and the ones on the list. So eucalyptus, spruce, some kind of Sitka spruce, Japanese larch, lodgepole pine, and the list goes on. So yeah, that one's a go. I like that one. Trees
Yeah.
can social distance too, apparently. So
It was a good find.
good find on Teresa's part. Don't know how you guys find these things, but you just keep cranking them out. I tell you, every week we have like at least a 90-minute show, and I'm thankful that you guys are here.
Thanks, man.
I have to cover Esther's. Esther, you had another Mandela effect about Bob's Burgers that we talked about. Sort of like I guess it was around maybe summertime or maybe early fall.
No,
you
we
talked
just
about
no,
Bob's
we
Burgers.
just covered this one. Yeah, we just
Oh
covered
yeah,
this
so
one.
okay,
around
so it was
Thanksgiving.
yeah, Thanksgiving, yeah, fall.
Yeah.
That's fall. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. The Fox TV series Bob's Burgers has recently changed for me. So I'm trying to look for my glasses. Which bunny ear hat do you remember Luis wearing? What, A or B?
For me, since we've gone over this before, I'm just kind of, but some of you guys are new. But I don't know. I strongly remember A. What do you think?
I'm watching the chat. So Ed Hen says A. Michael Fontaine says A. Still an A for me, says Stella. A for Black Male Bear.
What was that?
I have no idea.
I don't know. It's on mute.
We do not remember the lines and the ears, but they've always been there. So they're even on products you can buy, like I guess Bob's Burgers. Yeah, different. Yeah. So it is funny. I think we pointed out that it looks like it's 3333, like 4 threes. You know.
Yeah, it's 6.
It's really odd.
Oh.
I just say I don't see any B's in the chat.
But there is residue. There is residue out there.
Oh yeah, there's tons of residue.
I guess Sandy, is that you and Theresa? I guess came up with this residue here.
Esther helped too.
Esther helped too. Okay.
Yeah, there was actually quite a lot of residue that we found.
So have they always numbered these pop animations? These pop
Yes.
Dolls? Have they always numbered them?
Yes.
Yeah, there's.
I don't remember them I don't remember the numbers there on the top right corner.
I think that's only for the ad. I think it's normally on the top. It's a sticker.
We lost Brian.
Of course we did. He exited out of the window instead of the browser instead of the window. He'll be back.
Yeah, I know. For me, I mean, those numbers are there because I have a bunch of Funko Pop.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Okay,
I thought they were on top.
I glitched out. Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, they're always on the side, so that way you can look up the numbers. Basically, tell them like what year, what series, and all of that stuff. So.
I never knew that, but thanks. I never knew that.
Oh yeah, I have a bunch. Like I since I collect a bunch of Doctor Who figures, my kids have Naruto, Flash, all different ones now. It's Fortnite. So I mean I have to keep up with that stuff. So
Well,
I'm learning so much about Pokemon cards.
I guess you find them mostly at GameStop, right? Like places like that.
You can. I buy mine from Amazon typically. Sometimes from Walmart, very rarely, but sometimes. Depending on where the best deals are. And I mean, some of my Funko Pops have gone from, I bought them for like $5-10. Now they're worth like $30-40. So I'm definitely keeping them around. So.
All right, yeah, you got to make sure you have them like where you don't open them, I guess.
Yeah, well, I had them out, but they weren't used. They were just like sitting on a shelf.
Yeah,
but
true.
Then I put them back in the box. So it's like, I mean, I wasn't like using them. They were just like out of the box sitting there on the shelf. So just like they would in a box. So.
Yeah. So Hit Me Baby One More Time, the Britney Spears song, which most people remember. Don't you guys remember having like headphones on? Didn't you have like a speaker, like a mic?
That's not what this is about. You're
this is
thinking of
about,
Oops, I Did It Again. It's a different one.
Yeah, this time the change is something different. Oh, that was Oops, I Did It Again. So yeah, which skirt did Britney Spears wear in the Hit Me Baby One More Time video?
I also have a video on Sky Performance about this change. Like a dedicated video to just this. So what do you guys remember? Well, if you saw this before, just answer we answered originally. 1, 2, or 3. There's no answers in the chat right now. Oh, okay. Ed Hen says 2.
I don't know. I say 3. We lost Sandy. You back, Sandy?
I am. I have the StreamYard bug apparently affects the iPad too.
Yeah, I think we're using up a lot of streaming.
No, it's just a bug. That's all. That they haven't fixed in 6 months, or maybe even a year now.
Yeah. So
all right.
skirt?
So Ed Hen says 2. Lisa Tully says 3. High Pockets says 2. Angels Don't Fall 2. Philo says definitely not solid. Said it then. I'll say it again. LOL. Michael Fontaine says 1. Philo was torn between 2 and 3, but did lean more to 2. You want to pull it back up on the screen?
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. It was blue and it was polka dotted. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness.
I did throw that in there. That's what it's going to be next, right?
Oh my gosh, please no.
Yellow stripes.
Rainbow.
Yeah, there you go. I have a rainbow skirt. She'll be Rainbow Bright next. Okay, word. With the hairdo like that, yes, it could be Rainbow Bright.
Totally. Brian, you're not presenting.
I'm not.
No,
Sorry.
it's okay. Tommy remembers too. Not Flash.
She's not Lady Gaga.
You're still not presenting. Oh, there we go. Now it's finally loading. Okay, so you can go on, Brian.
Oh,
Brian?
yeah, there we go.
To be honest, I have a dual memory of either the red or black and white plaid skirts. But I know 100% she wore a plaid skirt in my past. But she wears a black skirt now. I have no memory of this black skirt. It looks too dark. The whole scene looks too dark. And bland. And blah. I found Britney wearing these skirts multiple times, but most recently, this article talks about her recreated look and says she changed one detail, no sweater, and goes on to say everything else, including the skirt, same as her video. She recreated her look for that video with a plaid skirt, not black. Not once, but twice, guys. I can't imagine her not having a black skirt that she couldn't have used instead. I believe she chose that because that is what she remembered. All right, so here is current reality. The actual outfits on the top left. These are the current reality Barbie dolls. For some reason, they have pink bows on the ends. Unless she has really tiny pink bows. I think she does. On the ends of her braids. I do want to mention while you're here, Brian, the Barbie dolls at the top show a shirt underneath that's red or black. Her shirt underneath is purple. I don't think I remember that purple there either. It's purple. I don't know if you could zoom in. I know it's a bad area to zoom in, but if you could zoom in the chest area on the bottom image, you could see it's purple.
Yeah, it's purple.
That's purple. I don't remember purple.
Is that something? Is that new?
Yeah, it's kind of new. I thought originally it was black or red, but it's purple now. So stop here for a second. The top two images are collages that were made by other people online. And they're basically showing other celebrities dressing like Britney Spears in the Hit Me Baby One More Time video. The problem is they're all wearing plaid except for Britney. And then I found it interesting. This is why it's orange. At the bottom, all these people are dressed up as Britney for Halloween. In all the options, we got the black and white plaid, the red plaid, and the black. All the options are there. Britney Spears stuns in pleated skirt as she recreates her iconic Baby One More Time outfit in a rare selfie, which does not match as they put it side by side in the article. More residue. More people dressing like her in the wrong skirt. A Britney Spears doll with a red plaid skirt. There's a close-up of the doll. I do believe this changed twice. I think it went from a red plaid skirt to a black and white plaid skirt to an all black skirt. The plaid just disappeared. I think that's what happened. Because a lot of Mandela effects changed multiple times. And we just didn't catch it until it had already changed twice.
Yeah, that's true. Because you see this? This is like the Halloween costume. They even show you the images from the video.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's wild.
Yep. In the chat, I hear Virgo says, nope, no purple for me. The Brit doll from Avon. I wonder, could that have been that doll? Because the Barbie doll is black. So I wonder if it was that doll that I showed. Easy cheap costume. Easy and cheap. Fire. That's good. Black, not familiar at all. I agree, Lisa. Anything else you want to cover, Brian? Are there things there that are unfamiliar to you, like because you took a break, like the Blue Nature? Did you see Blue Nature, Brian? Because if not,
Well,
I want you to do that one.
honestly, do you think we can skip that one?
Why?
You want me to cover that one?
Well, it's really neat if you've never seen it. Did you see it?
I didn't see it. I'll share it.
Yeah, let's share it. Okay. These are real, not edible, and one is the future of clothing. The brilliant blue palea berry, Palea condensata, or blue marl fruit, has no pigment but appears bright blue from reflected light. That berry has no color, Brian.
Wow.
The light reflecting is making you see blue. And it's the brightest thing in nature. The color will not fade for over 100 years. This is the most Mandela fruit I've ever seen in my life. These scientific charts explain how these berries achieve their metallic brightness and color. Because, guys, they're rainbow holographic. It's a fruit in nature that is rainbow holographic blue. Like nail polish. I can't. Do you see the rainbows? Can you see the rainbows? Because it's a rainbow metallic glittery blue fruit.
They look like blueberries.
Yeah, that are shiny and rainbow. Now, I'm sorry for the bad language, Ed, but this is their name. We're just going to say the bast hogberry. I'll leave the last few letters out. The bast hogberry gets its color the same way as the palea berry, by reflecting light. They start out as green and ripen to metallic blue. The light waves are similar to the way beetles reflect light, giving them their amazing colors. I'm reading the chat really quick. Like nail polish, yes, Phyla.
Those are really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not edible?
No, none of these are. They're edible animals, not us.
No. First, when you're talking, at first there were the round blue things. I was going to say, is that a pokeweed berry? You said not edible. Well, but that's not the same thing.
No.
It's definitely not as pretty.
No.
What's your favorite berry, Esther?
Blueberries.
Mine too.
I love blueberries.
I like
Same.
blueberry
And I
pie.
like raspberries, strawberries.
I eat
Yeah,
blueberries every morning.
I gotta get back into
can't-
the habit. I used to eat blueberries all the time, and then I stopped eating them. And I know they're really, really good for you, so I gotta get back into eating them. Especially for like, my coworker told me that if you've like been around microwaves or radiation and stuff like that, to have blueberries, it somehow he said it pulls the radiation out of your body. It can help with that, with like radiation. Um, Obviously not in large
Yeah.
amounts,
Well,
but like small amounts, so it can help you recover from that, which is pretty cool. It's pretty awesome.
and it also helps with your cognition, like your memory.
Yeah, it can help you lose weight, all kinds of stuff. I used to eat tons of blueberries. I used to have it as a smoothie. Get up and have a big, like, couple of handfuls of blueberries, like wild blueberries and raspberries and coconut milk and spinach and all of that in my morning. But
Don't forget to get your snozberries.
yeah,
But what makes this berry special is that scientists were able to create synthetic fibers based on its cell structure. Berry structure. Smart fiber, changing colors when stretched. They have found a way to create clothes that change color when stretched, all because of this berry. It's like synthetic core fibers and
Just showing the
very
process.
scientific. Yeah. And the more you pull it, it like goes the gamut of the rainbow from red, orange, yellow, green, blue, the more you stretch it out. They could be used as flexible tension sensors. Woven together, they could form high-tech optical fabrics and cutting-edge camouflage. Future research could even lead to new fibers that reflect UV or infrared light. Number 2. Iridescent blue plants are new to my reality as well. Just like the berries, Begonia pavonine, Nepania caudata, and the peacock fern all get their color from reflecting light.
Starting to look like something out of Avatar, isn't it?
Metallic
All
blue
these blue
leaves.
plants and everything.
And they're metallic. Like, it's crazy because there's like a shininess to them. It's
Reminds me, I
crazy.
need to watch that movie again, Avatar.
Iridescent leaved plants. So they literally sparkle in the sunshine. And they're very blue. What are you going to do next? Just announce when you're going to do the last one. People know, you know?
Yeah, I want to cover what's that slime mold? What is that?
That's a good one. I covered that a while ago. You missed that one. And recently someone posted in the group one of them. So might as well cover it again.
Okay.
Slime molds or cute molds and cobalt crust are completely new to me. I can't see the chat, guys. I can't read and see the chats. Just give me a heads up.
Okay.
Cobalt crust is a fungus that's described as blue velvet on a stick and ranges from lilac to electric blue in color. I've never seen anything like this before. Only green, never blue. Have you guys ever seen blue fungus growing on trees? Because I have
no.
not. I
Heck no,
have
man.
not.
I only remember green.
Hmm. And there's some lilac and purple for you.
Oh, this is our 21st effect. So if you want to do 22 Emmys.
Yeah, Brian. If you
in
want to do
honor of the
22 for
22nd year.
2022.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Do one more.
The slime mold that caught my attention at first were the, oh God, Saratiomyxa, yeah, family of slime molds because they look like glass or jelly. The more I learned about these, the crazier looking these molds got. I'm going to let the pictures speak for themselves. This one is rainbow iridescent. Again. But before I do, there's one more thing. They move and pulse. These molds move. They can split apart and reform, move out of danger's way, and nudge towards nutrients. They were even reported as alien life in Texas in 1973. Glass flower and glass tube slime molds. Here's some pictures. These mushroom holographic slime molds were found by Theresa Lynch last year, but she reported them as mushrooms. They're disco ball slime, not mushrooms, and incredibly tiny, as most slime molds are. So you can see that they're like on the edge of that leaf.
Wow.
Yeah. Coral slime mold is typically white or yellow and looks like an intricate undersea coral.
Those are pretty.
Mm-hmm. Lycogalacanicum resembles golden eggs. Chocolate tube slime mold starts out clear, gains red bubbles, and then turns to a red, then chocolate brown color as it ages. Carnival or cotton candy mold looks like an old-fashioned cone of cotton candy and can be found pink, white, and yellow. Pretzel slime mold looks just like a continuous loop of pretzel.
Yeah, look at that.
Mm-hmm. The rest of these are either unnamed or I couldn't find their names, as well as additional images, because there's so many slime molds out there that they haven't named them all. Please disregard the shape of the top left. The ones in the middle on the right look like little trees.
Oh, looks like blackberries. One on the
Yeah,
top one.
little blackberry trees. Look alien. But they are tiny. They're very tiny.
Blackberries have lots of thorns. Like,
They
there
also
was
grow
a,
on bushes, huge bushes.
yeah. Well, I remember riding my riding mower through them. It was empty lot beside my house. It had nothing but blackberry bushes, and I remember having to cut that. because the
Oh
neighbor wouldn't
no.
do it. It was his property.
You didn't want blackberries?
No, it was just a huge abundance of them, man. It was like snake country. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
You know, in the South we have lots of snakes.
Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that here.
Yeah, they're not very common where I live either.
Well, that's good.
I don't know, like.
I mean,
I don't-
supposedly we
and
have garden snakes, but I don't see them.
Yeah, yeah, it would basically be
So
garden snakes.
last but not least, let's talk about RoboCop
Yeah.
and what you guys remember. This is one that I found a while ago. I don't remember RoboCop having a blue band around his visor. Do you?
You guys remember that blue band around his
Like a
visor?
blue band. It's like an indentation. Anyone in
Let's
the
see what the
chat?
chat's saying. Let's see. No answer so far.
Yeah, it's right above his visor. That was not there to me.
Lisa Tully says no. Hey, Moon Freedom.
Hey, Moon Freedom.
Looks new to me, says Philo. Never did see the entire film, though. Preliminary remembers the band being grayish silver. No blue band, says Lisa Tully. Okay.
Yeah, this could just be this model, but I don't remember his armor being rainbow iridescent.
Yeah, when I looked for residue, I was finding rainbow iridescence to his armor, which is weird.
It looks so off to me, that band going around his head like that.
Yeah, the silver looks right, like in the cartoon, but not that blue. But yeah, you don't remember the indent either.
Right.
And this is residue of, well, not residue, this is more like the newer version where they get rid of that band. At the time, we really couldn't find any residue except for this. And this is just like artistic renderings of a newer version which removed that band on top.
Well, I think that's the end of our show, you guys.
Double what
Do
we
you have
need to do.
last comments or anything? Don't hesitate. It's going to be. I'm going to see you guys next year. Don't worry.
Yeah, next year. And
We'll
Brian
be,
was
That's
trying
so
to skip out on
long.
the show, but we still have plenty to cover, so we should see you next week. We have plenty more to cover.
Yeah, the effects just keep pouring in, and Sandy finds a ton of them. Theresa does too, and so does Esther. I find one or two here and there, but you guys are awesome.
Oh, thanks, Brian.
Serious, how many days are in December? Yeah, 31 days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Philo Fire says, wishing a happy, healthy 2022 and beyond for us all. Amen to that.
Amen to that.
And we're also going to be taking down our Christmas decorations. That's another thing we're doing this weekend. I'm waiting. Honestly, I'm with my apartment, I'm waiting until the guy upstairs does his lights, which will probably be this weekend. Let's pray we don't have any more variants. We don't need any more. And God bless you guys. Thanks for coming, and have a great Mandela Effect night, okay?
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
New Year.
Good night.